Pressed later on tonight. I'm doing my fucking stream. I've been wanting to do this stream for fucking weeks. Let's get some people in here. I'll wait. I will wait if I have to wait an hour. But I am doing this stream tonight. Hey, weird kid. Alright, we're getting some people back in. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Hey, Tinted Winter. Here. Not much. Hello, hello. Hey, guys. I've been wanting to do this stream for fucking 2 weeks. I don't give a fuck. I am doing my goddamn stream. I don't give a fuck. Let's fucking do this. So, here. I finally got this guy from BotCon. JCC2224. There, I fucking did it. He sent this to me. This is my taco tank. Get out of here. Come on. I'm not a super big... JC, like, was immaculate in how he packed the box. Not so much how he packed my taco tank. But it's here. Get out of the bag. Get out of the bag, you fuck. Yeah, you see, this is the problem, is he folded all the tentacles forward. So now they've, like, formed a fucking V. You know what? Fuck, I don't need the goddamn bag. Get off my fucking tank. There we go. I got him. I got it. My taco tank is free. So if you're ever going to pack up a taco tank, don't pack it up like that. But, now I have my taco tank. There we go. I got my thing. Here, I knocked over shit. Where's the other shit? Here's my taco tank. And here's the rest of it. So, JC sent me this thing. I don't know what the fuck that is. Some weird OC shit. So, I don't... Like, I watch JC stuff, right? And I know JC does Clone Corner. Like, they like their clone troopers, right? This is their OC. I think they called it Captain Kobe. Oh, hey, JC. Yeah, what the fuck is this thing? Okay. So, the OC's name is Commander Cody. Okay, this must be like a pretty popular fan character, because I'm seeing a few people saying that this is something called a Commander Cody. He's kind of brown-ish. I guess he hangs out with Obi-Wan. That makes sense to me. Because I assume JC, like, just really likes clone troopers and made up a clone trooper. Hey, Optimal Mayo. So, here's the real weird thing is... He has, like, some weird shit stain on his face. And red eyes. Why the fuck does he have red eyes? You guys see that? I don't know if this is, like, some weird, like, Sith clone. I don't know how many deep layers of, like, weird fanfic bullshit. Yeah, JC, you're gonna have to give me the lore of your guy here. He's kind of in scale with the taco tank. It's funny. Tinted Winter's going on holiday tomorrow. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh my god, he does look like Mike Tyson. Like with a fucking face tattoo? Yeah, Rhythm Lensman, I officially said fuck depression. I've been wanting to do this stream for like 2 weeks. And if I'm gonna like crash out and cry, I can do that on my own time. I'm doing my goddamn stream. With this weird ass motherfucker. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, there's so many clones. Why do you have to make one up? You know? Like, I know that this is, like, JC's mascot. Well, no, JC, why does your mascot have, like, the cape? This guy doesn't have a cape. I think you cheaped out on your custom, buddy. Hey, Level. Oh, you changed... It's Harold, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like JC made a whole character up, and I guess it's for their channel, but I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm gonna put it to the side. I'm gonna Febreze it, maybe, because I'm real worried. No offense to anyone who does customs, but I've met JC now. I've looked JC in the eye. He seems like a good, upstanding human being, but this also feels like a Chris Chan thing, and I'm worried I might be cursed now. But now we got my boy. My boy! Hey, Ickard. Alright. Let's get you transformed, buddy. I am so happy to finally have this guy in my house. Clockwork Gears, I could definitely see that. I could also see that maybe they changed it to Skyguard for... maybe they want to do Action Master Skyfall at some point. Like, Hasbro's in a really weird position now, where they, like, are reverent to characters who really don't need reverence, like G1 Skyfall. So I'm just not too sure. I could see it being a trademark thing. I could also see it being, like, a weird, like, brand purity thing. God, isn't this just, like, the best? Look at this dude. Look at this fucking freak. This isn't correct. I've got something wrong here. I think his fans... No. I think his tentacles go like this normally. Yeah, this is the whole reason I got the taco tank, is just I really love Ickard. But of course I got his ride, too. Hell yeah. For anyone who's interested, so JC2224... I'm sorry, I gotta make sure I get each and every one of those. They actually helped me get this guy back home from BotCon. And, in the process, they did a review of this. So if you ever want, like, just a really solid review and look at the taco tank, go and watch JC's video. Because it's, like, the only high-quality review that the taco tank has on YouTube at this point. They're, like, using a modern camera. So it's a great video to watch if you're wanting to find a taco tank of your own. I'm going to need to dust this guy. But, God, the paint is just perfect. I know a lot of people complain about the yellowing. I kind of like it. Because, look, you look at the front. I'm okay with these being a different shade than this. Just because the gray here in the back, that feels like that's camouflage. And then this is more like natural. You know, this is armored up because it's the front. It's the tanks going forward, so there's more layers to this. But yeah. God, I'm so happy to have these. I'm so happy to finally have these in the room. You know what? Fuck it. We're going on a field trip. We're going on a field trip right goddamn now. Come with me. Here. It's going home. It's going home, motherfuckers. I made a whole new shelf for Japanese Maximals just to put the taco tank where it needs to be. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, assholes. Get the fuck out the way. Black Arachnia, get the fuck out of here. There. He's home now. He's home. Alright, I'm gonna have to rearrange the shelf just a little bit. Just a little bit. Honestly, yeah, fuck it. He'll just be dead center. Put Apache and Longhorn there. Got the tentacles just coming off the shelf like that. That's fine. Get your big fat ass back there, Convoy. Get your big lion ass back there, Lio. I'm okay having the convoys like that. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Black Arachnia, who even needs you? You're not even fucking Japanese. You can just go right there. Skywarp, go over here. And then Ickard, right here. Ickard, stop. Come on, stand up. Stand up, goddamn you. There. Ah, I did it. This is the new Japanese maximal shelf. There's the Japanese Predacon shelf. I'm so happy. Look at this. Look at that motherfucker. What'd that mouth do, though? What'd that mouth do? What'd that mouth do? The year one shelf is cannibalized. Ah, shit. Is the stream fucking up again? One sec. Okay. Alright. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Let's say that you live with your family, or you live with a partner, maybe even live by yourself. If you ever say, hey, we're gonna get Spectrum as the Wi-Fi carrier, you need to take whoever said that and you need to punch them in the fucking throat. Because this is what happens, you get Spectrum. I don't know why I'm showing you the year one, guys. Oh yeah, no, I'm cannibalizing this shelf because we're still doing Back to the Beast Wars, so I have a lot of guys pulled down right now. It's okay, because these guys are gonna hang the fuck out. The Hamtaro collection. Queen Soj, Spectrum is a real shitty Wi-Fi company, but I have to use them. Yay. There's the Hamtaro. Okay, who wins in the fight? The Hamtaro or this fucking guy? Rhythm Lensman, you need to know this. Commander Cody is a clone commander who serves under Obi-Wan Kenobi. Cody commands the 212th and is an official character. Watch Clone Wars. It's a show that's right up your alley. Rhythm Lensman, that sounds like Galvatron's Revenge. Is it official, or did it just have a budget? Because it really sounds like JC just fucking, like, paid someone to include Cody in their fan film. Was it Star Wars Theory? Did JC fucking commission Star Wars Theory to add Commander Cody into some shit? You shouldn't do that, JC. Star Wars Theory is a weird motherfucker. You should have commissioned them to put your clone OC in something. It came out in 2008. Just like, I don't know any of the other weird fucking Star Wars people. Star Wars Theory is just one I know. Generation Tech. Did you get Generation Tech to do that? Did you get fucking Eckhardt's Ladder to do that? Did you get he was in Revenge of the Sith. What the fuck is a Revenge of the Sith? That is some Galvatron's Revenge bullshit. Rhythm Lensman, I love you, but you can't just keep telling me that fan works are official. That's not how it works. Well, no, JCC, Ickard's Ladder is actually my fan fiction. It's real fucked up. Ickard is battling PTSD every day. When he closes his eyes, he sees dead people. But Clockwork, that's fucking awesome. Hell yeah. I'm glad that, like, Chris McFeely gave you some fucking spotlight. Revenge of the Sith is an AI-generated film. What did I say? What did I fucking say? It's just a fan film. Look, everyone knows that Star Wars... Everyone knows that Star Wars was just one shitty cartoon from the 70s, okay? Star Wars Droids was an okay show. It had a great theme song, but I don't know why everyone's got to insist on, like, making, like, these weird-ass fucking fan films. It's almost as weird as the fucking Skeleton Warriors fandom. I don't know. What did I do to poor Ickard? What do you mean Ickard has, like, a spot of, like, treasured placement on the shelf? Oliver, I don't have Copy Convoy. So, Anonymous Guy, everyone's here trying to tell me about some weird-ass Star Wars fan films. Star Wars Ewoks is also in there. I always forget that's also a Star Wars thing. But yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying, JC. Like, fucking Star Wars, Skeleton Warriors, the Toxic Avengers, just these weird, forgotten 80s franchises. I don't get why people are suddenly so hot on Star Wars again. Did Nacelle get the fucking license? Just like they did with fucking Biker Mice from Mars? Is that it? Am I gonna go into a Walmart and see a fucking shit ton of fucking like Star Wars droids toys on fucking sale? Ewok was solid. It's too much like gummy bears. I prefer gummy bears, but Star Wars droids, I mean, that shit's fucking killer. Enemy! Oh my god, Enemy. I've been thinking about you for like a week. Just thinking like, man, I've not seen Enemy in a while. I hope they're doing okay. How are you doing, Enemy? I don't remember what it was, but I just did a Many Toys of where your username popped up, and I was like, man, Enemy has been kind of MIA for a little bit. What did I say? So apparently Nacelle or some other fucking company, has-been company, is doing Star Wars droids figures. Enemy, that's fucking awesome. I'm glad that you're doing well. Now, look, you can like all of your dead shit, okay? You can like Skeleton Warriors and Star Wars and all the other shit that's dying. But I'm going to talk about something that's never dying because it's the coolest shit ever, that being Jada Street Fighter. Enemy, I get that. I get that. I feel like a lot of people are kind of in that spot right now where they're kind of moving away from Transformers. I mean, I talk about it a lot with a lot of my friends. It's just, right now, there's just nothing really exciting. It's a big reason why I'm getting so into my fucking Jada Street Fighter. This is the hot shit right now. It's the good shit. I don't have any scissors, so you're gonna have to see me tear into this fucking box like an animal. JC, you're just mad that you don't have any Jada Street Fighter. You have no Jada Street Fighter, no Ickard, no bitches. Enemy, that's cool. What kind of fashion have you been getting into? Queen Soj, that's what I'm saying. 28 pounds for a mini bot? Nah. 28 bucks for Red Chun-Li, though. Fuck yeah. Punk, hell yeah. No, my sister Hattie. Fuck. Okay, forget that name I just said, but... Hey, Taz. My sister is really into fashion and the punk scene. And also into, like, the metal scene. They were telling me about all the fucking shit that went into Metalocalypse recently. We're the Onesmen, what is the good news? No, Anonymous, Chun-Li has never taken out younglings the way that Anakin has. I mean, wait, fuck, Anakin? Who the fuck is that? Is that like another fucking Star Wars OC? Man, that's so fucking weird. Really, once your birthday's in 8 days, so what would that be? That'd be August 9th? Is that right? Happy early birthday. Okay, so unknown Devako, let me just point this out. Chun-Li is an Interpol officer, but the story of Street Fighter explicitly goes into detail about how most of the cops are pieces of shit, and Chun-Li's the only good one amongst them. Like, even in the 90s, the story of Street Fighter is, don't trust cops, just trust Chun-Li. Because Shadaloo has already infiltrated all of the police departments. So Chun-Li was working against them, and you would know that if you watched my Fight Engine video, motherfucker. Yeah, well, like Jim Gordon. Chun-Li, Jim Gordon, Chase the Rescue Bot, and Chase from Paw Patrol. Those are the only 4 cops you can trust. Oh, and Columbo. Columbo, number 5. So, I told myself I would not buy Anonymous Guy, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen versus Alec McGinnis and Shaw. Shaw was Anakin for like fucking 2 minutes! Hayden Christensen, just because Hayden Christensen's done more shit. Who is the Columbo of Transformers? Oh, that's a really good... I feel like the obvious answer is Cup. Like G1 Cup, with all of his like war stories and like not being the strongest or the smartest, but certainly like knowing when he needs to like be aware of things. I'm gonna say the Columbo of Transformers is Cup. That's what my gut says. Okay, so Chase McCain from Lego City Undercover, maybe. I would need to see their credentials. Um, yeah, there's a lot of apparently the way you can tell if you can trust a cop is if their name is Chase, because at least half of the fraternity of decent human beings that are cops, Queen Stoge Prowl is not a part of this fucking group. Prowl is not a cop you can trust. Animated Prowl, animated Prowl, but animated Prowl is not a cop. He just has a cop motorcycle. Um, So someone asked, are there any characters from Many Toys of that I just don't want to do? There are a few. Um, I hate to say it, Skids and Mudflap are really high up on the list of I just don't think I ever want to do those videos. Entirely because like I don't like the floodgates that those videos would open. Because if I acknowledge the problems with them, people are going to get mad. If I don't acknowledge the problems, people are going to get mad. I'm going to say right here on the live stream, I do not like Mudflap and Skids. There's a lot of people who like to point out, well, you know, Mudflap and Skids, they don't realize that they're acting in an inappropriate way because they're aliens. And it's like, okay, sure, in universe, you can say that. But out of universe, a bunch of white guys thought it'd be really funny to, like, incorporate a lot of stereotypes into these two characters. And I do think that it actively damaged some people's ability to enjoy Transformers. Like, that's the thing. G1 Skids and Cybertron Mudflap, they are so... I hate that they're the innocent bystanders here. Because I want to do videos on Cybertron Mudflap and G1 Skids. But if I do those videos, I'm going to have to bring up the movie guys. Tinted Winter, I've heard that about Tom Kenny. And you know, I could buy it. So Rhythm Lensman, you bring up Jazz. And what I'm going to point out is Jazz in G1 and in the movie and in animated is written to be one of, if not the most competent Autobot, to be the best leader after Optimus Prime, to be the second in command, and most importantly of all, Scatman Crothers being Jazz, that would have been one of the biggest roles of a black voice actor in a popular cartoon. Like, Jazz is a super important character in terms of black artists in major stages. It helps that Scatman Crothers, that was the biggest role of his career, and he is a legend in his own right. It's not the same. You look at G1 Jazz, who feels for his day very progressive. Oh, okay, Rhythm Lensman, I could definitely see what you're saying about Bay Jazz, because there's definitely stuff about him that's a bit iffy. To which I would still point out, he was still the second in command of the Autobots. He was still the one who took command when Optimus wasn't there. His very limited screen time, he was being presented as being one of the more efficient Autobots, and he got to have a final stand against Megatron. Like, his death wasn't treated as a joke, he wasn't treated as a joke, you know? Animated Jazz, I think, is great. I feel like animated was the last time Jazz actually got to be in the spotlight, and it was a really great performance from Phil LaMarr, and it's cool that Jazz was the one good member of the Elite Guard. I also liked his relationship with Prowl. I hate that we only got to see it for like the final 2 episodes. I always forget that Jazz was in Rid 15. At least there, he was still presented as being like a major deal. But yeah, he wasn't even part of the main cast. He was supposed to be in Cyberverse. That never happened. It's cool. In Cyberverse, Jazz was supposed to be a woman. And she just never showed up in that continuity. Jazz was in Fall of Cybertron. It's a real shame that he's voiced by a white guy in Fall of Cybertron. Yeah, and Amy, that's a lot what I'm saying is I don't think Bay Jazz is a problem. I think that Bay, Mudflap, and Skids are problems, but that's a very different conversation. Um, I also saw that Enemy said that they were a communist. Hell yeah, hell yeah. oh, um, I just want to point this out. So, getting the J Street Fighter guys, I always said I would only get the characters. So why did I get a second version of Chun Li? It's because most of the alternate costumes aren't canon, but Red Chun Li is canon because at the very end of the original Street Fighter 2 arcade, she goes to her father's grave wearing this costume, meaning that Chun Li, she canonically has two costumes for Street Fighter 2. So I use that as my justification to get Red Chun Li. And also, Chun Li is like one of my favorite Street Fighter characters, so I'm okay getting a second version. So here's another reason why JS Street Fighter is so fucking cool, right? So I'm gonna do my best to not tear up this back, but I'll just show you. When you pull the figure out, you can use this as a display stand, and unlike Studio Series, it's not gaudy looking. You can see like really nice pixel art. This was the stage this was her stage. Keldo, I've seen the trailers for the new Street Fighter 2 movie. I'm not gonna watch it. So, Enemy, as a design, I don't mind 07 Starscream, but I think it really sucks they get like one of the best Starscream actors ever, and they put so many. Oh, hey, Christopher. They put so much modulation over his voice that you couldn't even tell it was him. Charlie Adler, I think, has an amazing Starscream voice, and we did get to hear that in Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon. But in 2007, you can't even tell it's him. Like, there's so many different little additions to the voice that it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. They wasted Charlie Adler in the first movie. I feel like that's something that, say what you will about Revenge of the Fallen, the scenes with Starscream and Megatron are some of the best Transformers scenes in any movie. Yeah, Attended Winter, he's G1 Silverbolt. He was some other fucking character at some point. But Charlie Adler, if people maybe aren't familiar with him, some other characters he's voiced. He was Ickis in Our Real Monsters, which is like my favorite Nicktoon. He was also Cow, Chicken, the Red Guy, I Am Weasel, IR Baboon, and Dad in fucking Cow and Chicken. In other words, he is all of the main characters except for the mom. And you can't tell because he's so fucking good. I love Charlie Adler so much. And I think it's a real shame that we didn't get more of his Starscream voice. I love Steve Bloom, right? Steve Bloom is my favorite Starscream voice, but there is a part of me that wishes that Charlie Adler could have done Starscream in Prime, or animated, or just anywhere. I just want a cartoon where Charlie Adler got to really flex his vocal range as Starscream. Anonymous, I have seen the Nautica figure. It looks really cool. I don't know if I'm going to get it just because I'm not really doing Generations anymore, but if I get a Generations figure next year, it will be Nautica because I like Nautica. They did a lot of announcements here recently that I thought were super cool. I just don't want to buy them. Scorn, I thought was really cool, but I don't need Scorn. What was the other one? There was someone else that I saw got revealed. But it doesn't matter, because you want to know what the cool things that got revealed at San Diego Comic-Con were? The Jada toys. The Jada toys. The Jada toys. Because we're getting Street Fighter Alpha. We've already seen that we're getting Sakura, Chun-Li, Charlie, Ryu. Who else are we getting? We're missing some. Oh, Adon. Adon's going to be in Wave 2. Fucking Adon is in Wave 2. And then we're getting the Invincible toys. We got to see all of Wave 1, all of Wave 2, and part of Wave 3. Oh, God. Oh, Matt, Baboom and Apache, they're so good. They are so good. I actually have Apache. I didn't even know I was getting Apache. So Slugganoid, they showed off Wave 2 and Wave 3. Tinted Winter, they've not shown off a Rose yet, but hopefully they're going to do the entire cast of Street Fighter Alpha. So we would get Rose if that was the case. We get Sodom, who I would love to see what Jada could do with Sodom. Dan is an alpha, so that would have been cool to get Dan. God. So Rhythm Lensman, I saw a lot of people who weren't really feeling her head sculpt or Omni-Man's head sculpts. And I'm trying to put my finger on it. It kind of feels like they're going for the bodies from the cartoon, but their faces look more like the comic. Like, they look a lot more like the art style that was in the comic. And I'm not entirely sure if that was intentional, but of course these are early prototypes, we're never going to know for sure. And looking at the Wave 1 of the Invincible figures, you know, Invincible, Oliver, Conquest, those head sculpts are so good that I'm convinced that we just saw, like, we won't know until we're closer to, because Jada can do a killer head sculpt. Jada can do a killer head sculpt. Tinted Winter, yeah, we've seen Daphne, Fred, Scooby, and Shaggy. We just haven't seen Velma. And guess what? They are the best Scooby-Doo figures that have ever been made. Look at this Shaggy. It's absolutely incredible. Buy Jada. Buy Jada. buy Jada. Buy Jada. Just buy Jada. Brutaku, I get it. Is your favorite Street Fighter character Cody? Or Guy? Is it Poison? Is it Hugo? I'm just going to keep naming Final Fight characters until you say that. Yeah, that's right. They're doing the Fruity Pebbles, guys. And they also did an amazing looking Frosty. Frosty the Snowman. Rhythm Lensman. Rhythm Lensman. Do it. Do it. Go. Luck Prime was asking, how do I feel about Transformers Hear Me Outs? So, like, if someone's just, like, cutting up and joking and they do a Hear Me Out, I think that's fine. My issue is, like, if you're in a group and you can tell you're making someone uncomfortable, don't double down on the bit. That's how I feel about all Hear Me Outs. It's real funny, but if you can tell that someone's not feeling it, don't try to push it. That's all I'd ever say. But yeah, so check it out, right? Check it out. So then you could display the figure in there, if you'd want to. JCC, why do you think I gave you that close-up of the fucking Taco Tank shooter? It's because I knew. I knew where your bread gets buttered. Spire Dad, your Hear Me Out is that fucking piece of shit garbage truck because you're gross and have no standards. Oh, I love Wreck-Gar, I love trash, I love tetanus. Your number one turn on is rust, man. It's gross. Okay, you should have a good Hear Me Out, like me. And you'll never know who that Hear Me Out is. Ha. It's definitely not Dark of the Moon Ironhide, but only after getting shot. Oh, God, okay. Yep. Let's get Chun-Li out of the box. So, this is game accurate for red Chun-Li to still have the blue effects. I do kind of wish they were red. Yes, enemy, my Hear Me Out is indeed Dead Ironhide, which is also why my favorite Ironhide ever is the buzzworthy Bumblebee Corpse Ironhide. So the normal Chun-Li I have on my shelf has the, like, stoic face. So I'm going to give red Chun-Li the fighting face, the angry face. Oh, shit, I forgot there was a twist tie on here. Here, we're just going to pull. We're just going to pull. Rip that shit out. Tinted Winter, I think I prefer Eric Idle, but that's just because I heard him more as Ironhide. Oh my god, look how far that's stretching. I'm not breaking. I'm using my teeth. I'm gonna be an animal. I'm gonna use my goddamn teeth. I can't get my teeth in it. Fuck. I can't cut it. I don't have any scissors in here. Okay, Chun-Li, just bear with me. We're gonna pull. Oh, it just pulled like that. Okay. You know, you see, that was a test. That was a test. I want to see if any of you would call me on trying to use my teeth, and the only one who passed was Chuster. I'm going to remember this. The Primus video is outdated? Well, what new Primus got announced? I'm not big on animated Ironhide as a character, and I'm sure he would have gone better if he had been in Season 4. But the little close we got of him, it's like that, I don't know. I don't like that Ironhide. So, what do you know? Chun-Li is still one of the best feeling action figures I've felt in years. The paint is immaculate, the sculpting is beautiful, the articulation is next level. I got all of this for cheaper than a deluxe. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how hard I have to glaze Jada for more of you guys to buy Jada. Cards on the table, right? I don't take sponsorships. I would pay Jada to let me sponsor them. I just adore everything about Jada. I love their toys. I love their quality control. I love their design pathos. They are the best. They are the best toy company in the United States. They're possibly the best toy company in the world right now. For what you're getting at this price point, it's just absolute perfection. And look, they don't just do one art style. That's a perfect Chun-Li, but that's a perfect Shaggy. JC, I would pay a premium. If I got to have like the Jada toys a little bit earlier, I would pay double. Fuck it. Oh, Scott Duncan, yeah, I actually put them on the shelf. We'll go over and look at them in a minute. So the Chun-Li I have on the shelf, my plan is, right? Because I would really like to get the Big Bad Toy Store M. Bison. So I just want to give this Chun-Li like a good fighting pose without using this necessarily. Dude, Jada Beast Wars, like if Jada just did like a non-transforming Beast Wars line, fuck yeah. My thoughts on the Legends Star Wars timeline. It was messy and bloated, and we gave too much attention to a bunch of nobodies, and a lot of the stories were grimdark for no good reason. And yet, Disney, despite having the opportunity to fix that and do better, has done the same exact shit in a fraction of the time. I don't really care about Star Wars Legends. I need to get the Yellow Park Beast Wars stuff. It's not shown up in my area. As soon as it does, though, I'm going to grab it. I like the Gemstone Godzilla animations. I've not, like, sat down and just, like, went through them, but, like, just watching them casually, I really like them. Yeah. So, here's what I'm going to say, right? Recently, they did the top 5 list, like the top 5 toy lines that are selling well right now. It's like McFarlane DC, Transformers was on that list. Jada wasn't on that list, and I blame all of you. You have all fucking failed me. Each and every one of you, for not buying Jada, you have failed me. I thought that you were part of the Dijon Nation. I thought that you were my bonbons. Well, guess what? You can all leave your fucking guns and badges at the door. Because I was expecting the Jada Street Fighter line to be way higher up on that list, and it fucking wasn't. And you should be ashamed. So did anyone see the Hasbro Street Fighter toys? Because they're doing toys for the Street Fighter movie, and they look god-awful. They look like shit. You know what, Spider Dad? Sure, from now on, the official name for the Ron Bondujan channel members, they're the Bonbons. You can join the Bon Bon Nation. But yeah, like I I really I don't want to say that I hope a toy line fails, but like the Hasbro Street Fighter movie toys are going to be more expensive than the Jada Street Fighter toys, and they look way worse and have less accessories, less paint, less sculpting. I'm hoping that people will compare Jada to Hasbro directly, because now we're going to be able to see how Jada does a Chun Li as opposed to how Hasbro does a Chun Li. Same thing with Ryu, same thing with Akuma, same thing with Ken. Just realize that Jada does it better. Ten and Winter, you're right. Hasbro is making Zelda toys, and the Zelda toys look like shit. They look awful. Like, Jax was giving you Zelda toys that looked as good for $10. And that Ganon, he's $50, and his sleeve is sculpted plastic, so you can only have the arms straight down. Um, I'm officially at my the point where I don't, if Hasbro makes a toy, I don't think I want it. Just full stop. Rhythm Lensman, like, I don't want to sound cynical, right? I've kind of gotten to a point where, like, I'm not upset, I'm not disappointed, I'm not angry, I'm just not buying the stuff anymore. Like JC is saying exactly how I'm feeling about it. Like, if Hasbro did a character or a series I really liked, I probably wouldn't get the toys, just because, you know, I don't like how the toys feel, and they're too expensive. Um, like, my favorite thing in the world is Mass Effect. If Hasbro did a Mass Effect toy line in the style of Star Wars Black Series, I don't think I would buy it. Because I know how the toys would feel, and I know how the toys would look, and that's just, it's not something I want to spend money on. Not that much money, because it's going to be like $30. Meanwhile, like, Street Fighter. This is incredible. Scooby-Doo is not my favorite thing in the world, but this toy is so good, I will buy it for $30, and I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. It's the same thing with Invincible. Invincible is not my favorite thing ever. But I like how those Invincible toys look and feel a lot more than Marvel Legends or McFarlane DC, or maybe even Mattel DC. So I would much rather, if I've gone to a point where I can only spend $30 a month on toys, I would rather go with Jada. Oh, Star Yap, you're not in denial for being satisfied. You're satisfied. Like, that's the thing. Please don't take me not being satisfied as me saying, like, oh yeah, everyone has to think like me. No. It's just for what I personally want out of my collection and my toys. Hasbro doesn't do that for me anymore. But by no means does that mean it doesn't do it for anyone. There's a lot of people where they are so excited for everything coming out and they love what Hasbro's putting out, and, you know, more power to you. I'm not saying this to, like, browbeat someone or to be like, oh, everyone is just dog shit. No, if you like the toys, you like the toys. That's your opinion. Um, they just don't do anything for me anymore. I don't like this absolutist verbiage that comes from a lot of toy collectors, especially reviewers. I would never try to say that a toy is terrible. I just don't think that toys are necessarily for me sometimes, you know? Um, yeah, absolutely. Brendan Linsman, out of all the Hasbro stuff, Transformers is easily the most solid still. And the Transformers toy designers, by God, they are talented toy designers. They make amazing stuff. I'm not knocking toy designers. I'm not knocking anyone who's collecting modern Hasbro stuff. It's just not for me. Um, Instead of spending $30 for Studio Series 86 Red Alert, I think I would rather spend $30 on Beast Wars Buzzsaw and complete my Buzzsaw collection. Oh, Star Yap, I get that. And I'm not taking that as you saying, like, oh, I have to, like, defend myself. We're just talking. Um, And I wish that toy collectors could just have these talks more often, where we're not trying to like get each other in a gotcha. It's just different strokes for different folks. I am a massive fan of Jada right now. And I know, like, I just jokingly was like, if you don't buy Jada, you don't support me. But, like, yeah. Um, yeah, JC, absolutely. So I've not opened up Tigerhawk, but I've messed with him before. That's a great leader class toy. There are still a ton of Transformers toys that blow my mind. They just did Quick Strike. Quick Strike is one of the best Generations figures I've ever messed with. It's just over these past 1.5 to 2 years, I've realized more and more the things that get me excited in collecting. And I don't think Hasbro makes a lot of that stuff. But like, I still buy the Beast Wars guys because one of the things that still makes me real happy is Beast Wars. You know what? This is a good time for a little collection tour. Why not? This is not a good time for a collection tour because I have a lot of stuff on the floor because I'm still doing all of my retro Beast Wars reviews. But I can still show you guys, like, this is a lot of stuff that I collect right now. This is the stuff that makes me happy. I'm going to turn the fan down just because we're going to be right underneath the fan for a lot of this probably. So like over here, right? Here's my Jada Street Fighter stuff. And I don't think it's a perfect toy line, but I love it. I love these toys so much. I think that they're great. I like these toys so much that even toys like Fei Long, who I think is a really boring design, I'm glad I had the toy, because I have fun with the toy. And then you got characters like Akuma and Sagat, Bison. Those guys make this collection so much more interesting. I'm going to go ahead and put Chun-Li up here. Come on, Chun-Li. There we go. She's hanging out with Akuma now. Or like, I'm not building this collection up anymore. I love my Armada Autobots, but I don't think I need any more of them. Even if I don't have the complete cast, I'm kind of happy with this. Sonic. Oh wow, I took a tumble. I like my Sonic toys. And I'll still pick up a figure here and there, but I have basically all the characters I want at this point. So it's like, if you were to come and ask Ramban Dujan, what are you still collecting? Well, I'm getting, like, Beast Machines weirdos. Or I'm getting my Taco Tank. I'm getting my Gigastorm. Or Raptortron, who's standing in for my Arcadus. You know, my Kingdom guys, I still love. My Year 2 Beast Wars guys. Yeah, I got the Taco Tank. Hell yeah. Here, one sec. That doing anything for you? Doing anything for you? There we go. Yeah, JC, that's what I like with Sonic, is I like getting the small guys. Just because they scale better if you get the small guys and then only get the 5-inch big guys. There's a few characters I'll get the 5-inch version of, like, oh, she fell. One sec. Because they haven't done a 2-inch Blaze, and Blaze is, like, my favorite Sonic character, I got the 5-inch Blaze. But the second I get a 2.5-inch one, I'm selling that one. Oop. Enemy, that's super fair. Like, never collect for the sake of collecting. Collect because it makes you happy. Again, that's why I like my Jada stuff. That's why I love these guys so much, because they made me happy. They made me happy at a time where I was not happy with collecting. Like, I was at a point where I realized I was buying shit just to buy it. And this line made me kind of reevaluate things and really question what it was I loved in collecting, what it was I loved in toys. So, like, I'm so happy with Jada. That's why I'm going to buy their Scooby-Doo stuff. That's why I'm going to buy Invincible. That's why I'm definitely buying Street Fighter Alpha. These toys are everything I want from collecting right now. And then, of course, you know, you got these weirdos like the Taco Tank. I love my Taco Tank. Taco Tank! I love this stuff. But it's like if you were to pop into Ron Bondujan at a toy store or at a toy show, the reality is I'm going to be looking for Beast Wars, vintage Beast Wars, GoBots, because I love my GoBots still, and then Jada stuff. That's just those are the things that make me happy right now. I sound like Saber Spark for a moment. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's not even a joke. These GoBots, a lot of these GoBots make me happier than Transformers that came out in the past 2 years, just because I like the GoBots so much. Like, it's something I'm always telling other collectors. It's don't become an elitist, don't become a prick, but just question what it is that you like. Oh, hey, Zalmore, how's it going? You need to buy Jada Street Fighter. Buy Jada Street Fighter. Everyone needs Jada Street Fighter. And now apparently JC says I do sound like Saber Spark. I need to go and rewatch Saber Spark because I don't remember what he sounds like. I'll take your word for it. But yeah. So I'll give you guys a great example, right? This is the only Marvel Legends figure I still own. Oh, Rhythm Winsman, I think that Rising Force Snatch looks great. All the Combaticons look really good. I have this because Magneto is like my favorite Marvel character ever. I don't like this toy. If I could find a better Magneto, I would replace this guy in a heartbeat. And just, I got this guy for $30. I got this guy for $30. And I know which one of them I like more. I know which one of them I play with more. Keep in mind, Shaggy stays on the desk. Magneto stays on the floor entirely because I only own him for the sake of size comparisons at this point. Like, if I thought I could get away with it, I wouldn't own a single Marvel Legends. I keep that Magneto around entirely because it's a good size comparison at this point. Same thing with, I got Clone Commando Scorch. And, I really like Scorch. I like the Clone Commandos. This toy is kind of dog shit. And I shouldn't say that. I don't like this toy personally. And the only reason he's here is because it's decent for size comparison. I don't know why I have him with this combat knife. It looks good. I feel like Scorch would have a combat knife. But here's what I talk about when I talk about Jada and how good their joints feel, right? There's so much rubberiness in these joints. It just doesn't work. And yeah, JC, my Scorch actually is my OC, and maybe you've seen the fan game I made. It was called Republic Commandos. It was pretty popular back on Newgrounds when I was, like 4 when that game came out. But yeah, I'm just saying, I think my OC kicks the shit out of your OC any day of the week. Duck Boy, for your second Jada figure. I mean, you got Vega, and Vega's really good. I would honestly say go for someone like maybe Balrog, because Balrog is just, he's probably the best figure in the line. But any of them are good. At a certain point, I say, like, just go with whatever character you like the most. Akuma. Akuma is so good. And his flip-flop actually works like a flip-flop. Here, 1 second. My phone's about to die, so I'm leaving you guys here this time. But I'm going to bring Akuma over. So, I was talking about this on a stream, and I think a lot of you guys were here when I lost my shit. But look at this. Akuma's flip-flop works like a flip-flop. It leaves the foot, and it's still one solid piece. And figure stand in the flip-flop, figure stand in the foot, so it still works on a figure stand if you pose him. Like, I lost my shit. I was screaming when I realized that Jada had done this. It's a tiny detail, but I've never seen a toy do this. And keep in mind, right? Akuma also has a string in his necklace, individual beads, great head sculpt, great paint. The sculpting throughout is just immaculate. There's a wash on him. There's a very subtle wash. I love this Akuma. Like if you just want to like tell someone like look at how subtle Jada will go with their details. Tell someone to like go and look at how Akuma's flip flops work. I can't think of a single other toy that does that. That's just incredible. The Chad Akuma versus the Virgin Magneto. Get out of here, Magneto. Get out of here, Eric. Now this is a fucking fight worth having. Look at that shit. 2003 Clone Wars or 2008 Clone Wars? What the fuck is a Clone Wars? Is that JC's weird ass fucking fan animation? Is that where Captain Cody comes from? Is that where this fucking freak comes from? For anyone who's joined the stream late, JCC2224 sent me a toy of their weird ass OC. And I just don't fucking get this. It's like a fucking mustard Captain Rex. But he has like Commander Bly's helmet. I just don't get it, dude. I just don't get it. Yeah, Taz, you need to focus on car first, then Street Fighter. I don't know, Rhythm Onesman, because I'm kind of worried that this shit is cursed. I'm worried that JCC2224 sent me like a fucking Sonichu medallion, so I feel like I gotta like keep this now. It's like the VHS tape in the ring. If I send this, it might like take some horrible curse on me. I'll tell you what's really weird, right? So you take his helmet off, and it looks like JC just like smeared some shit on him. Like, what the fuck is this? Like some weird ass attempt at a Mike Tyson tattoo. Also, aren't the clones supposed to be blonde? Yeah, the clones are supposed to be blonde. Captain Rex is blonde. What the fuck? Why is he a brunette? I just don't get it. I don't know. Again, I don't get like people's weird obsession with Star Wars. It was fucking 2 cartoons from the 80s. And now you got like fan films. Like, what's that weird motherfucker's name? There's some fucking freak out there who spent like millions of dollars on their fucking fan film. What was their name? It was like fucking Jim Lucas or some shit. No, it wasn't Jim. Was it James? George! George Lucas. Thank you, guys. Oh, I forgot that weird fucker's name. Yeah, like he made some like weird ass fucking fan films in the 2000s. I don't fucking get it, dude. I'm just amazed they got the voice actor from C-3PO to come back. Because, you know, after Star Wars Droids, I think Anthony Daniels, he made so much money off Star Wars Droids. Why would you come back for a fucking fan film? But I guess he just really liked that C-3PO character. What the fuck is a Darth Vader? Darth Maul's from that fan film. He's like a Satan guy. He's like a Satan guy that like does flips, like Akuma. But he doesn't look cool like Akuma. Look, there's only fucking 4 Star Wars characters that are real that you should give a shit about, right? It's C-3PO and R2-D2 because they're the main characters of Star Wars droids. Boba Fett, who was like a bounty hunter that showed up towards the end of Star Wars droids. And then some fucking... Was his name Ponda Babu? Like the fucking dude who fought the Great Heap. There was a guy he fought called the Great Heap. He was like a giant robot monster. And the theme song was great. It was like, you know, moving softly in a danger zone. No weapons in my hand. It's just this brain designed by man. I'm in trouble again. Da, da, da. Trouble again. Only fucking good part of that entire franchise is that theme song. What the fuck is a Ben Quadranos? What the fuck is that? You motherfuckers need to stop making your weird ass. What the fuck is a stormtrooper? Is that a Nazi thing? Matt, you're a good guy, so I'm going to hope that you don't fucking know what you're referencing. You can't call your bad guys stormtroopers. What the fuck? You can't call them inquisitors either. That's real historic shit. Oh my fucking god, guys. We gotta fucking pull it back on some of these fucking bits. You can't just call your bad guys stormtroopers. Fuck me. That's like fucking renting a bunch of historic Nazi officer uniforms and then putting them on generic space bad guys. What the fuck is this? Star Wars Vintage Collection 2011 Episode 1 Phantom Menace Ben Quadranos 3 and 3/4 inch collectible action figure. What the fuck is that, JC? How fucking deep are you into this fanfic bullshit? I was making a joke about Sanchu earlier just to mess with you, but now I'm actually fucking worried. I'm so fucking worried for you right now, man. You're a nice guy. You were super kind to me at BotCon. How much time have you dedicated to this weird ass fan fiction? Where you like are now like theory crafting toy lines? What the fuck? What? Well, okay, no, Jar Jar Binks, I know. That's, you know, he's around. He was like a fucking like guy in a car commercial, isn't he? He did like a Geico ad. He was like the Geico Gecko for a little bit, Jar Jar Binks. And they got Ahmed Best to play him. Ahmed Best, who's a real underrated actor, good character actor. Are you guys like looping in a fucking like abandoned insurance mascot character to flesh out your fucking Star Wars OC? I heard the voice of the Joker was in one of these lame ass films. What the fuck does that even mean? Oh, Anonymous, what are you even screaming about? An admiral is the highest rank in a navy. Like, the admirals are, like, you know, in charge of, like, navies and shit. Why the fuck are you bringing up admirals? I love you guys, but every so often I just have no idea what the fuck you're doing. I don't even fucking know anymore, man. I'm just trying to fucking play my games. And you guys are like fucking telling me about your weird ass fucking Star Wars fan fictions. You're telling me about fucking Nazis and shit, like trying to steal shit from that. Like, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? What is a Vader? Why does everyone keep bringing up something called a Vader? Okay, enemy, you are not hitting me with Best of Zach 6-7. I know for a fact you are not hitting me with fucking Best of Zach 6-7. What the fuck is a Ron Bondijon? That sounds like a fucking sex act. Ron Bondijon sounds like something that involves scat, and I don't like it. They did make Star Wars droids political. Like they had fucking like bad guys dressed as like fucking Nazis. It's like, why the fuck are you allowed to make that shit up? Why are you allowed to like co-opt that shit? Okay, Star Yap, Waspinator. Waspinator is a fucking beautiful boy. Waspinator is a beautiful boy, and you apologize to him. You apologize to him right now for pretending like you didn't know who he was. What is Count Poo Poo? Thank you, Tristan. Sorry up. I just don't understand you guys sometimes. Like, I just wanted to come on here, I wanted to play some games, and I wanted to just have a good time. I just wanted a good time, and I can't take this shit no more, man. Ah, fuck, I can't do the fucking Wings of Redemption cry. He sounds like a fucking, like, dog when he does it. He's like, meow. If I started crying, I could make that noise, and I can't just do that, though. Every Southern person, when we cry, we sound like that. We sound like an old basset hound. It's true. What the fuck you mean I'm not a gaming channel? I got the most game of any fucking channel. I just can't take this shit no more, man. I drop that line in videos every so often. I just see if anyone recognizes it, and no one ever does. So I just roll with it. Oh, Drifting Star, yep. This is the Takara Tomy release of the original Waspinator. So he has slightly better paint. But this is effectively the original Waspinator. And this is not the 1999 repaint. This isn't any of the anniversary releases. This is the 1997 release of the original toy. So he still has the gray mutant head. I transform him for you, but I'm going to do the fucking Waspinator review before too long. And I just don't want to do it again. These toys are old. They can get brittle. I don't want to do transformations just for the sake of it. Drifting Star Yap, that's what Back to the Beast Wars basically has become. Like, Back to the Beast Wars is toys that broke the mold. Every so often people ask me, when am I going to do another toys that broke the mold? It's Back to the Beast Wars. Like, it's the same exact idea. Wait a minute. Okay, but why is he dick sucking? I can't just fucking say that. Oh, fuck. Okay, you guys can't repeat what I just said. I shouldn't have said that. I should have had a little bit of a filter as opposed to none at all. Fuck it. There we go. There we go. There we go. No one will even know. No. Oh, wait a minute. Hold it off. There we go. Okay. That's what I think of Commander Kobe, JC. That's what I think of your fucking OC. Oh, God. Oh, God. And, of course, I saw JC getting mad, claiming that Commander Kobe, whatever the fuck his name is, that he is straight, and don't you forget it. Well, you know what I'm going to say? Straight is a lie, because we are all on a spectrum of sexuality. There's no such thing as straight, and there's no such thing as gay. All there is chill and not chill. Most of you guys are chill, but there's a few people out there that aren't chill. And apparently Commander Cody is one of them. Put that on, hide your shame. Alright. Shaggy's happy. I mean, people who are predominantly attracted to female while being assigned or identifying as female themselves, absolutely, they exist. like the broad label of lesbian, no, that doesn't exist. Commander Cody is gonna hold his masterpiece Optimus Prime in front of a Sailor Moon poster and proclaim his straightness. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Is JC just made a fucking Christian thing? I feel really bad that Christopher is still in the chat because Christopher is such a nice guy, and I feel like I've been very inappropriate. None of the rest of you. I don't feel like any of the rest of you I should feel bad about, but Christopher's too chill. I am. I'm gonna go grab Cody. I'm gonna go grab Cody. JC, in all seriousness, I really do like your OC. It's a really sweet gift. I found it very weird how you packed him in the bag to look as though he was performing for the squid. But, you know, I assume that's just some shit you're into. It's a nice gift. I like him. Enemy, what the fuck are you hitting me with? What the fuck are you hitting me with right now? But yeah, this is a nice gift. I'm pretty sure this is the first gift I've ever gotten on the channel. Oh wait, no. It was I got stuff at BotCon, but this is one of the first things ever. So yeah, JC, like, thank you for this clone trooper. Thank you for Captain Kobe. Will I ever review my cats? No, because they're perfect, and I cannot critique them in any way, shape, or form. That's just the reality here. It is really fucking hot in this room. I'll tell you what, though. I'll, what can I review? This is basically a cat. This is basically a cat. It is about this big, and it has colors like that. It has articulation there in kind of the gooch area, you know, the taint area. I have no idea what that mouth do. That mouth be going fucking crazy. Here. I'm just gonna get him on his legs. Wait a minute. I know. It's a love story. Here, fix the camera. Take your helmet off, buddy. It's a love story. Get in there. Get your face fully in there. Get your face fully, just all the way in there. Yeah, buddy. That's hot. I don't care what you guys say. That's fucking hot. That's so fucking hot. Here. We can do better. Let's have him let's have him use the middle legs. Yeah. Here, get in there. Get in there, Cody. Get in there. Shit. Oh, wait. No, we can make it work. We can make this shit work. Oh, their love, it's too beautiful. Their love, it is a forbidden love. Forbidden by God and by nature, but they are in the love. Cody figuring out what that mouth do every day. Every day with that Disney Channel floor. Oh. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are only now finding out about how much I enjoy fucking with people. And I mean, that is a loaded question. Am I an atheist? You know what? Fuck it. No one watches these. Yeah, probably. Probably. Rhythm Lensman, what are GE figures? Is GE Generations? Holy shit, like, this fucking picture out of context is fucking crazy. Wait, no, I can make it better. I think officially I'd probably be agnostic. I don't believe that there's a God, but I also don't care enough to argue about it. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah. Hell yeah. Now that picture out of context, that describes my channel pretty well, I think. Waspinator wants some of that fucking action too. Yeah, get in there, Wasp. No, Waspinator, you fucked it up. You fucked it up, Waspinator. There. Scylla's going in the front, Waspinator's going for the back. Fuck. What are we even fucking doing here, man? What are we even fucking doing here? What are we even fucking doing tonight? I thought we were doing unboxings, instead we're doing this shit. Also, I'm pretty sure I saw JC said this type of debauchery couldn't happen in a Christian household. Motherfucker, my dad was a preacher! If anything, I've lost some of the debauchery. The ugly barnacle. Once upon a time, there was a barnacle that was ugly. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end. Oh yeah, Tigerhawk's like fucking Stinky Pete. Just having to observe this in fucking purgatory. Yeah, I probably should unbox that thing, shouldn't I? Oh, Gamer... Rhythm Lensman, I don't think I have any Gamer Edition stuff left. I have my Gamer Edition Ironhide, but I want to keep him because he's a good Ironhide. Alright, Tigerhawk, come and join the cuddle puddle, buddy. Let's get you the fuck out of here. I don't have scissors, so... No, fuck it. We'll do it on the fucking thing. Get out of here, guys. I care about you too much to hurt you, but... Here, get out of there, Shaggy. Shaggy, get out. Fuck it, Shaggy. I gotta get him out. I gotta get him out. Fuck. Get him out. Fuck. There's not enough time. There's not enough time. There's not enough time. Come on. Come on, buddy. We can pull through. We'll get through this together. Get it all out. Get it all out. We did it. We did it. We really are good people. We saved him. Look at... I didn't even notice how he fucking landed. I didn't even realize how he fucking landed. Look at... Tiger Hawk, you okay, buddy? You doing okay? You doing good? Oh, he's tuckered out. Okay, buddy. It's okay. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna get you home. I'm gonna take you to Thanksgiving dinner. And my mom, she's gonna say, finally, you found yourself a good man. And look at that, he's a tiger. My mom doesn't sound like that. Mostly because she's dead. There we go. Get your stuff, buddy. You're doing good. Okay. Okay. Now where do these go? Where did they go? Oh, they go straight in here, maybe? That feels right. That feels right. Oh fuck, we're about to lose the light. Showed yourself from the darkness with the warmth of my heart, Tiger Hawk. Okay. Everyone sound off. Waspinator's still good. He's alive. He made it. I'm proud of you, buddy. You get a kiss for that. You get to hear a kiss the audience. There we go. Who else survived? Scylla. Scylla made it. Okay. Here, get in there, Scylla. You get a kiss too. Yeah, there we go. And Captain Kobe. He's alive, guys. He made it. He made it. No, you don't get a kiss. You don't get a kiss. No. 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 So to scale here, Captain Kobe is with Tiger Hawk. Can confirm he is perfect height. That's good. That's good. We're doing well. We're doing well tonight. I don't know where things are going now. See you, Cheestford. Time Wave, if you get Tiger Hawk, that's like 50% Tigatron. So what do I think of Tiger Hawk? His box was weak as shit. I was able to rip into that motherfucker like there was no tomorrow. I could have stolen this guy from a child or the elderly. No, they're Kobe. Go now. Go now. Can we fix his backpack at all, or is his wings stuck like that? Start you up. I think original Razor Claw looked better, but I think this looks better than new Razor Claw. Oh, we lost the light. My camera light just died. Here, can we make you look like God? Can we make you look like God? Or like Jesus? Can we make you look like Jesus? Because that's what you are, basically. Can we have you, like, praise the sun? Really, Winsman, I really like Kingdom Tigatron. I think he's very good. He can kind of praise the sun. Can confirm. Can confirm. At least on mine, his crotch really likes to fall apart. He has like no dick strength, which is unfortunate. Kobe's dead. Kobe is dead. Here, bury him with the helmet. Bury him with the helmet. There we go. Aelin, if you're going for like original toys, Silverbolt's really good. Age of the Prime's Quick Strike is probably the best Fusor toy ever. And then from vintage toy only guys, Airhammer. Airhammer's really good. Also, maybe Noctoro. Noctoro's a lot of fun. Injector's weird. I like him. He's funky. He's not a good toy, but he is freaky. This is the real fucking fight right here. Oh, what's a god to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? Shaggy, die for your sins. Here. There we go. Shaggy, die for. Oh wait, head down. Head down. Shaggy, die for your sins. I don't know what the fuck god Shaggy would pray to. The best affordable Tagatron? Probably still Kingdom Tagatron. And if not him, Retro Collection. No, I'm telling you, how good does Akuma look? You put Akuma with any fucking toy, it immediately looks cool, as long as you get him in a good pose. Like, here. Tigerhawk, get out of the fucking way. Get out of the fucking way. Beast Wars Neo toy? Maybe Longrat, just because he's one of the more popular Neo characters. See, that looks cool too. You put any toy with Akuma, it's gonna look cool. You don't even have to pose the other toy, because Akuma's already doing all the fucking heavy lifting. Here, you want absolute proof? Kobe, get in here. Get in here, Kobe. See, even JC's weird-ass OC looks good with Akuma. Look at that. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. I am developing the weapon that can defeat Metal Gear. Oh, you guys aren't even fucking ready for this. You guys aren't even ready for this shit. You're not even fucking ready. Husband and wife in battle. You can't even fight them. You can't. How do you even begin to attack something like that? Okay, why are we dropping Shadman's name in this fucking chat? Oh, that's not great. That's not. Yeah, shit. Okay. Well, shit. Shaggy is here too. Akuma, look at what they had to do to match even a fraction of his power. I just don't even know. I just don't even know. Can Shaggy wear the helmet? Wait a minute. His hair strand in the back. There we go. Oh, fuck. Now he looks like Nux Taku. Fuck. Fuck. Take that right off. Oh, wait a minute. I don't even know what this stream has become. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like tune out. I'm just, yeah, I don't even know what the fuck has happened. I had to cancel the first stream because I was like fucking crashing out and crying. And now we're just like fucking making fun of Captain Kobe and like having him fuck that guy and fuck that girl and fuck that guy and fuck that bug, but not him because Akuma is asexual. Shaggy, why are your legs like that? Shaggy, why does it look like you've pissed your pants? Shaggy looks. I don't even fucking know what Shaggy's doing anymore. Shaggy's just being a fucking dude. I do want to say this. I don't think Akuma is canonically asexual. That's a popular fan thing. Because there's also rumors that he might be Ryu's dad. Which, I mean, you could still father someone and be asexual. Aelin, you know, you're totally right. If I saw Akuma just walking towards me, I would, at that exact moment, shit my pants and hope that the smell was so bad that Akuma would be like, oh no, bro. That's not going to be my only defense, is if I'm ever attacked by someone, I'm going to immediately shit my pants and hope that that will make the person let go of me. Darker Than Moon Thundercracker? I think it's a really cool fucking toy. And it helps that it's the deluxe MechTech Starscream, which is like one of the best little Starscream toys ever. That might be the best movie Starscream, just in terms of like a playable figure. Oh, Rhythm Lensman, I'm sorry. Clawjaw is really, really good. He'd be the easiest one to get out of Clawjaw, Scuba, and Ichard. Ichard came exclusive with the Taco Tank. Ichard looks the best, but he's the hardest to get. So I would say get Clawjaw, because Clawjaw is the same exact toy. Have you guys ever seen someone deconstruct why the coughing baby would beat the hydrogen bomb? And it's entirely because the hydrogen bomb has to explode to be like activated. So even if it's by a matter of milliseconds, the hydrogen baby would, or the fucking hydrogen baby, the coughing baby would outlast the hydrogen bomb. Real talk, I need to get Clawjaw and then film a graphic sex tape between him and Scylla and any other octopus I could. Squidward could get in on that. Fucking Squidward. Just fucking SpongeBob, get out of here! Get out of here! Can't you see I'm trying to get my nose sucked? Am I making this up, or was there an episode of SpongeBob where Squidward loses his shirt and there's a censor bar, but it covers his nose and not his crotch, as if to imply his nose is where all that shit happens. Yeah, we've been on such an adventure. The taco tank is like a footnote to everything else that's happened in this stream. Don't fucking fuck with Hydrogen Baby. Hydrogen Baby will fuck you up. Alright, see you in the room, Lisbon. Staryap has never ate tacos. Damn. It's okay, tacos suck. Tacos are like god awful. I don't know why people pretend to like tacos. I've loved every single Tex-Mex and Mexican dish I've ever had except for tacos. Tacos suck. Tacos suck. I'm not gonna fucking pretend that like fucking tacos. Fuck off! Tacos are your culture. Fuck off! I'm sure that fucking Taco Bell is your fucking culture. Come on, man. Oh shit. Oh shit. JC nearly got taken out by their collection. Real talk. The more I'm looking at Captain Kobe on the Scylla, I kind of want to like get a different Captain Kobe if I can like find some other freak out there that customized JC's OC and like do figure surgery to actually make him like a weird ass spider centaur, because his fucking that fucking shade of orange actually blends in with Scylla. Like it's kind of uncanny how decent that looks as like a weird ass like fucking spider centaur. There is a JCC OC transformer. Oh fuck. No, I know who JC's OC transformer is. JCC made up some fucking CG Transformers show. It was called like Transformers Optimus, Transformers Leader. No, it was Galvatron's Revenge. That's the fan film that JC made. It was real fucking bad. I don't know why JC made that, but you know, to each their own. Making your weird ass fucking OCs. I think Captain Kobe shows up in Galvatron's Revenge. Rabbit, I think that'd be fun. Do a fucking scrapper. Yeah. Oh yeah, you shouldn't skateboard in skinny jeans. You'll eat shit real quick. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, apparently fucking JC has just been making a shit ton of weird fucking fan films. He did fucking Galvatron's Revenge. He did something called like Star Wars Clone War or some shit. He tried to like make his OC into like a main character. Oh, Enemy, that fucking sucks. I'm sorry. Are you doing okay? People suck. People suck. Oh yeah, JCC2224 did create Sonic EXE. I almost forgot. Didn't they also make Green Book? That movie Green Book that everybody hated and shouldn't have ever won an Oscar? Didn't JCC make that? I'm starting to think that JCC just made everything bad ever. That's kind of what I'm getting the impression of. I think JCC did make Sonichu. I mean, they've definitely been dropping a lot of Chris Chan-isms tonight. Maybe they are Chris Chan. You don't know. He did direct Dragon Ball Evolution. Fuck, I forgot about that. That's what I'm saying, is I'm pretty sure the CC in JCC is Chris Chan. Oh, shit! JCC, as in Jesus Christian 2224, as in for all the years they should be in prison for the crimes they committed. JCC did make Pacific Rim Uprising. What the fuck? There are no limits to JCC's crimes. Nah, Sorry, Yap, JCC didn't make you. That's going too far. JCC did make something so. I don't want to insult you. I'm sorry. That was going to be a joke, but I feel bad about it. JC did indeed kill your grandma, though. JCC did make Ron Bondujan. JCC actually did create me using their own blood and sweat. I think JCC stands for Jesus Christ Christ. I'm pretty sure that JCC created acne and back pain. You didn't hear it from me, but in the big YouTuber Illuminati Discord server where we rule the world and manipulate all elections, I'm pretty sure JCC took credit for back pain. I'm just saying. Hey, Jake the Train Guy. Am I the cake from Matilda? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what the Walking with Dinosaurs sequel is, but sure, fuck it. That seems like something JC would make. We're just talking about crimes against humanity. JCC did create Skibidi Toilet. He just fucking admitted to it on the chat. No, what you're hearing are my cats desperately trying to claw their way through the door. That's not rain. That's just... That's... What the fuck is this? Famous YouTuber JCC stole my lollipop on the 16th of March 2014 at 5:36 p.m. Jesus Christ. So we've been going for a long while. I want to thank you guys for making this stream nice, because a few of you were around for the original stream I did tonight. The original stream lasted for like 9 minutes and had me crashing out and literally on the verge of tears. And then I, out of anger, said, fuck depression, I want to do a stream tonight. So I was going to just do like a stream out of spite. Out of pure spite. And yet you guys made this a really fun stream and made it good, and I laughed a lot, and we did a lot of stupid shit. Jay the Train Guy, I hate to say it, I think you did indeed join at the end, because I am going to need to like just cool down for a sec. Yeah, no, JCC, you came in at a good time, because what you missed was me freaking the fuck out and going into like a depression spiral. I was doom spiraling. So I hopped off, and then like not even out of joy, out of sheer anger, I started the second stream. But this stream has gone on so well. We opened some cool stuff tonight. We looked at Chun-Li. We looked at the Taco Tank. Fuck yes! JC, fuck yeah, you got Razor Claw. Fuck yeah, you got Razor Claw. Razor Claw's such a good toy. What a weird little crab guy. He's so good. Yeah, Jake, let's hear a joke to lighten the mood. JCC, if only I could make the Jada disease as infectious as the Beast Wars virus. Because I've been able to get all you fuckers on Beast Wars. I need to get more of you on Jada. I'm waiting for Jake's joke. How did the... I don't know. Wait a minute. Did the barber win the race by a hair? It's true. I'm glad that... Oh, he knew a shortcut. That was pretty good. I like that. Spire Dad's hooked on Muppets again. I was able to inform the world of JCC's OC making passionate love to every toy on this table except for Akuma. Um, if Jada got a license that was near and dear to me, I'd be screwed. JCC, just get some cool shit. Just get some good toys. Get some good shit, though. Get fucking Conquest. Look, are you gonna tell me that your fucking weird-ass freak clone, he wouldn't fight fucking Conquest? That looks like the face of someone who would fight Conquest. Do it, you coward. What the fuck is this pose? Oh shit, he's beatboxing now. Oh no. Oh, get him out of here. Get him out of... Look at Scylla still wearing the helmet. This is the true form of Captain Kobe. This is biblically accurate Captain Kobe. I did. That new Astrotrain train mode looks cool. Yeah, you got... So, by this time next year, I want Jada to be on that top 5 best-selling toy lines list. And if it's not, I'm going to delete the channel. I'm going to delete the channel and I'm going to delete every video. And I'm going to go and live in the woods so you guys can't contact me anymore. So I'm officially holding the channel hostage. Unless Jada starts getting some fucking numbers. Until I see a fucking Jada toy in every collection tour from now on, I'm gonna fucking delete this channel. What fucking taco comments? I don't like tacos. And, like, they're basically fucking Tex-Mex. Like, they're like an assimilation food. You know, nobody here, that's 2 Jadas? I'm okay with that. If everyone could buy 2 Jadas, the world would be a better place, I think. Spider Dad, what would you know? You fucking... You fuck Rekgar. You fuck Rekgar. I was gonna find a more pleasant way of saying it, but you fuck Rekgar. Ron's gonna be that old guy in the mountain that starts playing banjo? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Oop. Alright, I'll see you, enemy. Thank you so much for stopping in. It was good to hear from you for a little bit. Here's Captain Kobe with a Dinobot shield. This is canon now. I don't think there's a Jada Toys wiki, but they have a website, and I'm sure they have like a little like checklist of everything they've done so far. Okay. Yeah, JCC, you need to do better. You do numbers. You do numbers, and you need to start making fucking Jada reviews. You gotta get the fucking name out there. You need to fucking get out there and spread the good word of Jada. I'm gonna bully you until you do. You wait. We're gonna go to a fucking commander. We're gonna go to another convention, and if I don't start seeing some Jada reviews, buddy boy, I'm taking your goddamn lunch money. Okay, you see, JC, you're starting to do better. You're starting to do better, but I gotta start seeing some fucking reviews out of you. A lot of them. I need at least 3 Jada reviews every month, or else I am going to kick your butt. I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to be like the bully, and you're going to be like SpongeBob. But instead of my punches bouncing off you, I'm going to actually punch you. Yeah. Oh yeah, Jada did do that Tubby Optimus for nothing. You know what? Real talk. Better value for money than the Roboson Optimus. I don't even fucking care. That's a better value for money than the Roboson Optimus. Roboson Optimus is a fucking month's rent. The Jada Optimus is a better value for money. JCC, it's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's not always about the fucking money. Sometimes you gotta do shit for the love of the game. Like Jada. I'm not even trying to rage bait. I'm being completely serious. I think the Jada remote control Optimus is a better value for money. Like Roboson Optimus, it's cool. I think it's awesome that it exists, but it's a fucking $1,000. It's too much. It's too much. The Roboson Transformers, those are the type of toys that really dedicated collectors will get one of. Like those are toys where I'd be amazed if they sold more than say like 500 of them worldwide. But they're so expensive that they make a value back. Oh, hey, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. I take it those little footprints are the guinea pigs. Like, I'm not trying to shit on Roboson. I think they're really impressive. And I think they are worth what they ask for. I just also think that what they ask for is an insane amount of money for a toy. Like, two things can be true at the same time. Tim Winter, you're right, but I've also seen people with multiple Lamborghinis, and we call those people, I don't want to call them dumb. We call those people reckless with money. A Roboson fucking Chip Hazard would be so fucking cool. Or just any small soldier stuff. Fucking Nacelle will pump out any nostalgic toy line ever. They do toys of like fucking biker mice from Mars and fucking cowboys of Moo Mesa. Why can't anyone just do good small soldiers? I actually rewatched Small Soldiers the other day, and I still really like that movie for what it is. And like the vintage toys, they're fine. They're okay. But like I want them to look how they do in the fucking movie. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, they are standing on business with Jada. I salute you, Guinea Pig Collective. Mondays, am I right? Oh shit. Oh shit. Fucking Captain Kobe coming at me like, where are my testicles, Summer? Where have they gone? Oh, it sounds funny when it's evenly lit. Fuck it, wait, can we like make it a little bit more fucked up now? That's better. That's better. Can't cry today, can't cry today. Can't cry today, can't cry today. Can't cry today. That's what Shaggy's thinking. That's the fucking Eldritch abomination that lives inside of Scooby Doo. That's the reason why the dog never fucking died. Here's what I don't get, right? You know all the people who like do fucked up Garfield memes? Why do you think they don't do that with Scooby Doo? Because it feels like that's a similar thing. Is it because there's no one who's actually a fucking fan of Garfield? Tommy, it makes me so sad. Because I'm not a NECA Ninja Turtle collector, but I know a lot of people who are, and it's like that really sucks that what has been a pretty solid toy line's just done because Mattel's not playing nice with people. Alright, see ya, enemy. It was nice to see you for a bit. That makes me so sad. You know what I think that they should draw? I have a really good idea for a panel, okay? Here's my idea for a Garfield comic, okay? So it's gonna be John takes Garfield to the vet, and John tries to awkwardly hit on Liz, and then he sees that Liz has like a mug of coffee on the table, so he takes a sip of it. And then the big punchline is that John just drank a cup full of dog cum. And if anyone out there thinks that that's a fucking weird joke I just made, that's an actual fucking Garfield comic strip. There's an actual Garfield comic strip where John, canonically, drinks a mug full of dog cum. That happens. That happened. It happened. If you don't believe me, you look it up, you fucking cowards. John, canonically, and that's not even the only time it's happened twice. Because it happened in a different comic where he only got a sip in. But that time they don't call it dog cum. At that time, Liz calls it a specimen bottle, which is a nice word for a jar of dog cum. Canonically, though. Say what you will about Scooby. I don't think any member of the Mystery Gang has ever done that, but John Arbuckle has. Oh, hell yeah. TFN MK2, I really like that you enjoy. Vangelis also knows of JC's fanfiction character, Captain Kobe. I have made biblically accurate Captain Kobe. That is indeed what's happened here. And he is currently about to intimidate Shaggy, but little does he know, Fred is just off screen having made a trap that Captain Kobe will fall into, and then he will be unmasked as Old Man Jenkins. Star Yap, you can do many Toys of requests, but I'm not going to be able to take pictures of them in stream. So if you're wanting to be in the video when I make it, it's always best to comment it so that I can get a screenshot of it. Someone asked me a question a minute ago, and I don't even remember what it was now. We were talking about something. It's always Old Man Jenkins. And when it's not Old Man Jenkins... Yeah, no, JCC did good. It's almost like how Pixel Dan got Mosquito. JCC was able to convince Hasbro to make a toy of Captain Kobe. JCC, if you want many toys of Captain Kobe, I better see your ass on my Patreon. Until I get a fucking $10 subscription from you, pal, no Captain Kobe mini toys up for you. I'm gonna make I'll do a fucking mini toys of Commander Doom or Captain Locke before I do one of your OC Captain Kobe. Let me check your last vid to see what the numbers were. What was my last vid? It was Many Toys of Ramjet. That one did okay. JCC, I misread what you said there. I thought you said I need to come on a shirt first. I need to buy a come on shirt. Fuck me. Fuck. Was Axor the last video I did? That's right, I switched Ramjet and Axor around. Yeah, Axor did fine. For a video dedicated to fucking Axor, that video did fine. I'm happy with it. I kind of like the idea of the Mystery Machine being evil. That's a fun idea for a Scooby-Doo story. Have they done that before? Surely there's an episode. TFan MK2 wants to know what my favorite Many Toys Of video that I worked on was. There's a couple. I really liked my Beast Wars Inferno video, mostly because that wasn't even a Many Toys Of. That was just like a poorly disguised lore video. But I think my favorite, like, just straight up Many Toys Of video. I'm real happy with my GoBots video. Because I feel like, in a small way, I made a lot of people come to respect the GoBots, or at least have a better appreciation of GoBots. Like, that's one of the few times where, like, there was a part of me that I feel like the conversation around GoBots became a little bit different because of my video, and that was so awesome. Like, just the idea that, like, I got to make a whole new generation of people aware that the GoBots toys were really solid and really fascinating and just had great construction all around. So that's probably my favorite one, just because I feel like, this is so pretentious to say. I'm so pretentious saying this, I'm sorry about it, but, like, in all honesty, you go on eBay now, all the GoBot toys are just a little bit more expensive, and I see a lot of people who are more willing to look into GoBots. I feel like that was a video where it got a lot of views, people really liked that Many Toys Of, and it stuck with people. I think people walked away from that realizing that the GoBots had some cool stuff. And it felt like, in a very small, near insignificant way, I had kind of helped made our Transformers community just a little bit more appreciative of that GoBots toy line. So that's probably my favorite one. It's also like, it was fun to talk about so many characters in one video, and because, like, I think Psykill had the most toys out of any individual GoBot figure, and even then he only had like 9 toys in the vintage line. A big issue I have with Many Toys Of is that you have characters like, say, Optimus Prime, Ironhide, Jazz, Ratchet, and a lot of their designs are so samey that it's hard to find something new to talk about. Whereas, like, with the GoBots, like, all of them are so different and funky, and it felt like it was a more interesting video to watch, but for me, it was a much more interesting video to record and edit. I also love the fact that I was able to get voice clips of all the GoBots. I thought, like, that was a nice little way to really showcase some of the personality that a lot of the GoBots had. Like, I remember specifically Flytrap. He has such, like, a weird voice, and it's not a bad performance. It doesn't sound like a voice actor performance. It doesn't sound like a cartoon character, because he kind of just sounds like a dude who has like a chain smoker voice. And like, I remember really liking. I'm trying to think, because there were a few voices that really stood out to me. Obviously, Psykill's voice is great. Heatseeker has a cool voice. Spacey has like that really kind of floaty voice that I like. She's very bubbly with her voice. Street Heat, that was his name. Street Heat has a really funky voice that I always like listening to, especially like when Psykill is brainwashing him and Royal T. But yeah, other Many Toys Of episodes I liked. I think in a very similar fashion, I'm really proud of my Many Toys. I would honestly say, like, Bumblebee movie Shockwave. I think Bumblebee movie Shockwave, if you really remolded him, he could be a really cool Cryotech. Mostly because I do think there's a little bit of Energon Shock Blast in Bumblebee movie Shockwave. And I think that you could get like a cool Cryotech out of that guy. Especially because, doesn't Bumblebee movie Shockwave have an actual hand underneath his gun? He does, yeah, he has an actual hand. So that, he already has 1 point above most Shockwaves, because you could just have a normal Cryotech, and he just has a big cannon. It works. Another Many Toys Of episode that I was really proud of. Yeah, thank you again for popping back in, Rabbit. It was great seeing you for a bit. I'm really happy with Many Toys of Ironhide, which I literally just did. But I'm happy with that video. Because again, that's a character I've always liked, but I've never like thought of much. I feel like I have a new appreciation for Ironhide after making that video. Especially because for years I always thought, oh, Ironhide doesn't have that much. And then you go through it, oh no, he has a lot of toys. He's just a lot more quiet about his releases than someone like, say, Optimus or Starscream. I'm I'm going to tell you guys this now. This is a hidden Ron Bondujan secret. It's in this stream. And I don't want this being spread around because there's no guarantee that I'll actually be able to do it. But in August, I want to do the Many Toys of Soundwave. And keep in mind, the first episode of Many Toys of ever was Soundwave, but I still called it Getting to Know, and I didn't cover all of Soundwave's toys. I just covered like some of his toys. So I want to give him a proper Many Toys of episode. That's going to be this month, hopefully. But the big one, this is the reason why Soundwave might not happen. In September, the Friday that the G1 movie is being re-released, I'm going to try to have Many Toys of Optimus Prime. I'm already working on it. And it's gonna be a lot. I did a rough count. Optimus has about twice as many toys as Starscream. Starscream was a 2.5 hour video. There's a part of me that's really worried that Optimus might have a 5 hour video. But that is the hope, and please don't share that around because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. I'm hoping it will work out. I really am. But you never know with these things. But it'd be really cool. My hope is August, Many Toys of Soundwave, and then in September, Many Toys of Optimus Prime. Another one that I'm thinking about, I really want to do the Many Toys of Bumblebee in July of next year. Because I want to do the Many Toys of Bumblebee for the 20th anniversary of the movies. Just because, like, when you think of Bayverse, when you think of especially the 07 movie, who do you think of? You think of Bumblebee. So that, for people who have been requesting Many Toys of Bumblebee, I'm sorry that I'm making you wait, but it's important to me. It's one of those things that I've like become a mind goblin. I really want to do good stuff for Armada and the 07 movie next year. So Many Toys of Bumblebee is going to be next year. It's going to be July. I'm going to try to do it on the day of the 20th anniversary of the movie. I'm trying to think. I don't really have, like, Many Toys of Optimus Prime, if I'm able to get it done, that's going to be the biggest video of this year. Like, nothing will come close. Oh, JC, what's the Mind Goblin? In my head, there's, like, certain things I want to hit, like, for certain characters. Like, I've not done Many Toys of Blackout. Why have I not done Many Toys of Blackout? Because I really want to do him on the 20th anniversary. Why don't I do more of the big characters from Beast Wars? It's because I like the idea of always doing the big Beast Wars characters for December, for the Christmas episode. Because the first Christmas episode I ever did was the Many Toys of Optimus Primal. Last year was Many Toys of Megatron. This year it's going to be the Many Toys of Cheetor. So next year I'd really like to do the Many Toys of Black Arachnia, and then like 2 years from now do Many Toys of Dinobot. Just because I really enjoy doing the big Beast Wars characters as the Christmas episode. Or like I always enjoy the New Year's video being characters that are either pacifists or who have changed sides. So like the New Year's video this year is probably going to be the Many Toys of Demolishor. Just because, one, it's going to be the 25th anniversary of Armada next year, but two, Demolishor switched sides in Energon. He became an Autobot for a little bit. And I like the idea of doing the faction switchers for the New Year's episodes. Just because that feels thematic. You know, you're changing. You're leading a new life. That's why Wojak wasn't a New Year's episode, but he almost was because of Armada Wojak. Ooh, FOC Broadside or Well Tidal Wave. Probably Well Tidal Wave, just because he's such a weird designer. I'd like to see a toy of him. But my pipe dream, my pie in the sky Titan class figure, I really want Torko. I really want a Titan Beast Wars Torko. It'll never happen. It will never happen. But that's why it's my pie in the sky. Whew. I need to get a little bit of water in me. But a thing about the many toys of Optimus and Soundwave, I'm sure you noticed that for some many toys of, I include voice clips and others I don't. A lot of it comes down to, are the voices iconic? Oh, that's biblically accurate Captain Kobe fighting Shaggy. So like, when I'm doing the mini toys or Run Amok and Runabout, right? Their voices aren't iconic to those characters, so I don't include voice clips of them. It's the same thing with like when I did the mini toys of Ramjet. Ramjet's voice isn't one of those iconic Transformers voices. For Soundwave and Optimus, I'm going to include voice clips of every version of them. Hey, Shardik. Just because arguably the most iconic thing about Soundwave, other than the cassettes, is his voice. And Optimus Prime, very much the same. The most iconic thing about Optimus Prime is Peter Cullen. Even if Peter Cullen isn't my voice for Optimus, even if Peter Cullen isn't the voice of Optimus I think of, that is the most iconic part of Optimus. Oh yeah, WJ. I hope that you were able to get some good fodder from this stream. But that's like another thing that's probably going to inflate the runtime of Many Toys of Soundwave and Many Toys of Optimus. It's just getting all those voice clips. I don't know about very best, but I know what my favorites are. My favorite Soundwave is the 2011 War for Cybertron Soundwave, the Generations Deluxe. And my favorite Optimus is Classics Optimus. And the entire reason for that is just because that was my childhood Optimus and my childhood Soundwave. Someone asked me what my favorite voice of Optimus is. It's Gary Chalk. My go-to Optimus has always been Gary Chalk. When I think of Optimus, when I'm reading Optimus and Skybound, I hear Gary Chalk's voice. And then someone asked me what's my go-to voice for Soundwave. Soundwave's tough, because except for Cybertron Soundwave, every Soundwave ever has just tried to do Frank Welker. So I think I like Cyberverse Soundwave the most, just because that's such an interesting and fully fleshed out character. And he isn't just trying to do Frank Welker, you know? That's a very distinct Soundwave. JCC, stop selling people on Galvatron's Revenge. Stop telling people to go and watch your fan film. Yeah, I really love Classics Optimus. Like, he has problems. I'm never going to tell anyone that he's the perfect toy, but he is my favorite Optimus. Yeah, like, Gary Chalk does a good Soundwave. But what I'm saying is, like, that's such a different feeling character that, like, when you think of Soundwaves, Cybertron Soundwave doesn't necessarily pop into your head. Like, when I close my eyes and think of Soundwave, I think of G1, I think of War for Cybertron, I think of Prime, I think of Animated, I think of the movies, and all of those characters either were voiced by Frank Welker or the voice actor was trying to imitate Frank Welker. That's why I respect Cyberverse Soundwave so much, because that's such a distinct Soundwave. I don't know what the fuck a Narfer clue is. No, Shardik, I saw that. I wanted to comment on it in the server. I'm so glad that you were able to get Acid Storm. We've been talking about them for a bit. That's a great toy, too. I love Universe Acid Storm. That said, couldn't help but notice no Jada Street Fighter. Everyone needs to start buying more Jada. The fact that Jada isn't in the top 5 toy makers of the year, shame on you. Shame on all of you. You are not true members of the Bon Bon Nation. Yep, Star Yap, you've already heard this rant before, but now all the new people need to hear it. You don't respect me or this planet or this life you've been given unless you buy Jada. I don't know why, but at this point I'm shaking my leg just because I want to see if I can make Shaggy fall. If all of the Bon Bon Nation rose up, if we all rode at dawn, we could take on the Alfonso Nation. The Bon Bon Nation, we're strong and we're here for each other. The Bon Bon Nation, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog, and we will fight like wildcats. You don't even want to go up against the Bon Bon Nation. The Bon Bon Nation will overtake you. It's true, real talk, fuck it. We're doing this stupid shit now. We'll call this the modified drop test. I'm gonna shake my leg, and I want to see who goes over first. Here, we're gonna zoom out the camera so you can see that there's no trickery involved. Remember when I started turning off the lights because I was gonna end the stream? I remember. Okay, you ready? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Come on, motherfuckers. Come on. Magneto, come on. Come on. Yes! Fuck you, Magneto! I proved it. There. This is proof. This is proof that Jada stands on business. Oh. I'm just saying. What are my thoughts on the Hunt for the Decepticons Reveal the Shield toy line from 2010? I thought that was a really cool toy line. It was a toy line that was a real kind of mishmash because there was like movie guys and Generation guys in there. That said, Hunt for the Decepticons, that's the line that gives you like Hubcap, Scout Class Windcharger, Jazz, Lugnut, Inferno. No, not Inferno. It gave you Grapple. It gave you Grapple. Yeah, I think Hunt for the Decepticons and Reveal the Shield was real solid. I can't think of any clunkers from those lines. I know a lot of people don't like that Wreck-Gar, but I enjoy that Wreck-Gar in the Jumpions. That's the line that gave us the Laser Prime. Shardik, I'm just saying, you live in a country with earthquakes. You just saw the test. Canonical proof, biblical proof, scientific proof. We have 2 Jadas. Neither one of them fell. But the Hasbro, the Marvel Legends, it's not even my personal opinion. This is just science. This is just good science that the Jada toys stand on business. Was there an Alita from Hunt for the Decepticons? Oh yeah, the movie Alita. Was that a Human Alliance toy? Jade the Train Guy, if you're looking to sell Lugnut for the best price possible, you probably want to sell him now, because if they were, I don't know actually, because people want that because it's the only Lugnut, but they also want it just because it's a really good toy. I don't know. I'd say that if there's going to be a dip in price for Lugnut, it will be if a new one comes out, but you probably don't have to be in a rush to sell that toy. Because I feel like people would buy that Lugnut just for the sake of having that Lugnut, you know? People like that aesthetic for Lugnut. Plus, he has like the best wing transformation of any Decepticon. Not Kibble, they just go straight to the arms. Oh yeah. Tinted Winter, Lugnut is he's the big purple and teal Decepticon from Transformers Animated. He's like the ultra loyal tough guy of that Decepticon lineup. He's like if Soundwave and Bone Crusher got put into one dude who could fly. It's like if you put Brawl, Skywarp, and Soundwave into one dude to get him. Poor Eric is still he's just out. He's just gone. Poke him with a stick. I think he's dead. I think, here, poke him in the face. Poke him in the face a little bit. Yeah, he's gone. I'm poking him straight in the eyeball. Nothing's happening. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I think I just spoiled Avengers Doomsday. They're sticking in his teeth. Nothing. This is what happens when you have your main villain be like 110 years old. Here, we need to just let him be consumed by Captain Kobe. Shaggy and Akuma will be revealed in Avengers Doomsday. That is true. And also Tigerhawk. They're all going to come through a portal together. Tigerhawk, Shaggy, and Akuma. Look, Dr. Doom has no defense against the Raging Demon unless he does the dive kicks. If he does the biblically accurate Capcom dive kicks, that's the only chance he'll have against Akuma. Captain Kobe's not going to be in Doomsday, because Captain Kobe's an OC. I know that's going to break JCC's heart. I'm sure that JCC is going to insist that Captain Kobe is in there somewhere, much like how Chris Chan insisted that Sanchu was in Sonic Forces somewhere. But I can tell you now, Captain Kobe will not be in Avengers Doomsday. Vangelis, I'm just saying, they paid Robert Downey Jr. $100 million to be in that movie. If for $100 million, I'd learn how to do a dive kick. For $10 million, I'd learn how to do a dive kick. We don't know for sure. Because in the trailer, you have Thor saying like, I've never been so scared of someone. Well, maybe he's scared because he saw the dive kicks. Wouldn't you be scared if you just walked up on a dude in a full suit of armor and you saw him do 4 back-to-back dive kicks without touching the ground? Tigerhawk is Scooby. Scooby transcended into being Tigerhawk. You know what this is? This is Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Dum. They've merged to be Tigerhawk. You want to know the most fucked up thing, though? You want to know the most fucked up thing? That's basically to scale. If anything, Tigerhawk should be a little bit shorter. Because the Beastcaster's so fucking small. Like, I like Tigerhawk. I think Tigerhawk's a really fun toy. He's not my favorite of the Generations Beast guys, but he's very good. I like him a lot. He also, I've been able to throw him around, and he's taking it like a champ. But yeah, like, in case anyone forgets, the Beastcast, canonically, are like 5'8" and shorter. Like, here. That's probably about right in terms of height. Again, if anything, Dinobot would be a little shorter. Like, that's weird to think about, right? That if you get your Kingdom Beast Wars guys, they're basically to scale with 6-inch action figures. Yeah, no one ever talks about this, but the Beast Wars characters are really small. You see them, because like obviously you see them up against the G1 characters and they're tiny, but like for an even better size scale, you see them when they're attacking the proto humans. Megatron's the tallest member of the Beast cast up until that point, and the proto humans come up to like his chest. Like Optimus Primal would be like 5'8", and I feel like Megatron and Dinobot are probably like maybe 6'4". Like they'd be tall, but they're not like gargantuan the way that the G1 guys are. So like if you ever need an excuse to get Jada guys, and you like Beast Wars like I do, just keep in mind that Kingdom Beast Wars guys are to scale with 6-inch action figures. That is, the more you think about it, the more messed up it becomes. That's decent scale. I I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. That's decent skill. I'm just saying. My favorite head model. Do you mean my favorite headmaster? My favorite headmaster would be Brainstorm. I've always liked Brainstorm, and then Armada Sideways is a very close second. Here, you want me to show you something that's going to really fuck you up? I'll be right back. You guys aren't ready for this. You guys aren't ready for this. That's canon. That is absolutely canon. Sagat would look down on Dinobot and be a little bit taller than Megatron. That kind of recontextualizes the Beastcast, doesn't it? Like, when you see them in any type of crossover and they're like eye level with the Cybertronians or the Autobots and Decepticons, that's wrong. That's wrong. They're super tiny. It's kind of why I wish. Vangelis, you were completely right. Sagat could have ended the Beast Wars in one day. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, the original mini comic for Beast Wars implies that the Maximals and Predacons are around in the 90s. You don't see any humans, but it's implied that they're fighting on modern day Earth. And I've always thought it'd be kind of cool to have a Beast Wars show, or even just a Transformers show, where all the Cybertronians are human-sized or smaller. Because to me, that makes it more interesting. That would explain why they hide from humanity. Because, you know, a Cybertronian could beat up one human. They might even be able to beat up 10 humans. But could Optimus Primal as a bat fight 100 dudes? Could Optimus Primal as a bat fight 20 dudes? I don't think so. It'd be really interesting, especially for the Beastcast, to actually interact with humans, because it's kind of a fair fight, as weird as that might sound. And that would be a... Because in the Bayverse, you see like the human military just destroy Decepticons left and right, but it would be a fascinating story where even like in a cartoon, you would have to have the Maximals be on the run. And someone asked me, what's the lore reason for the Maximals being tiny? So Beast Wars is a bad future. That's the short answer. They never solve the energy crisis in G1. So eventually all the energon runs out. And the future of Cybertron, there's no fuel left. They have the fumes. They have the final drops of energon. So the Maximals and Predacons undertook the grand reformatting to become smaller, essentially just to survive the incoming starvation and to find new ways to energize themselves. That's also why they're able to eat. It's because when energon runs out, if you're able to eat smaller animals or plants, that's energy too. they're energy efficient, but they're too energy efficient, which is also why they overload on energon. Earth has too much energon for them. They're used to having no energy around them, having so much energon, it overloads their systems. So they basically became so efficient that they actually have made a failsafe within themselves. They made a point of failure. That's the lore reason as to why the Beast Wars cast are small. Well, I mean, JCC, you see it in Beast Wars. Rat Trap is constantly eating like apples and like random fruit. Rhinox eats beans. Tarantulas eats rats. Like the entire Beast cast, it's implied that they don't have energon. It's implied that they just eat like actual animals or people. Um, which again, that's super fascinating. The idea that like their energy situation is so fucked that they've just had to completely transform their species to survive. Um, WJ, yeah, and there's supposed to be a whole episode where Primal like thinks he's an actual gorilla and goes and starts a little gorilla family. And they never made that episode because it would have taken too many new models. Um, but there was supposed to be an idea that like because they're having to stay in their animal form so much, it's starting to affect them mentally. Which, to be fair, they eventually did in Call of the Wild, which is the episode where the Maximals literally go insane until Tigatron's able to like walk them back from madness. Ooh. How do you interpret Maximals naming themselves in the first episode of Beast Wars? Do you think they really changed their names, or was it just clunky exposition? Bubbles, I always took it as they were renaming themselves. And I think a few of them probably already had their names. Like Megatron was already Megatron. Optimus was already Optimus. He probably added the Primal bit. In terms of why would they change their names, I don't know. I can't think of a good lore reason as to why they would have to change their names. But we know some of them did, because Airazor wasn't Airazor, she was Chromia 10 Pilot. You know what? Maybe that's the reason. Hear me out. Because we know the Predacons are a military dictatorship, and the Maximals aren't much better. What if it was like the Functionalist universe, where you were named based on your function? So when they're naming themselves, that's the first name they've ever properly had. Because I'm just thinking, right? Cryotech had a name, but he was a criminal. Megatron had a name, but he was also a criminal, and he eventually took on a new name. The other Predacons didn't have canonical names on Cybertron, neither did the Maximals. They just had their functions. Like Dinobot was Enforcer, Airazor was Chromia 10 Pilot, Tigatron was a Unit 2 Guardsman. What if that's just it? What if, because of how censored the entire Cybertronian culture has become, you're just named what your job is? I've never thought of this before. I'm just shooting from the hip, but like that could be something. Again, we know that the Maximals had an oppressive government. We know the Predacons had an even worse oppressive government. It's not impossible that they just were that stripped back. Protoform X, exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm just thinking, right? The only ones that we know had names were all characters who were either older or were outlaws. Like Depth Charge had a name, but Depth Charge also had to regularly interact with alien species, so maybe he was given a name for that reason. Cryotech's gang members, they all had names. Dirge, Buzzbot. But even then, those are all criminals, and they're implied to be the final generation of Decepticons, so they could have had those names before. Like, that's the thing, right? the more I think about it, everyone who has a name is either a criminal or is implied to have been the last generation right before the Great Reformatting. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe just some of them are old enough that they still had names, and the newer generation, the Maximal crew and the Darkseid crew, they didn't. I've never thought about that. That'd be a fun video. Have to preface the hell out of it. But that'd be like a fun little thing to explore. Favorite Beast Wars character? Airazor, Tigatron. Do we have any older Maximals with names? So not in the show, but in the expanded universe, you have Silverbolt and Ironhide, Prowl, and Grimlock. But then again, all four of them are Autobots. Those are the G1 characters that just stuck around. Everyone else, they only get their names when they wake up on Earth. If we want to take the IDW comics into consideration, the first run, like Beast Wars The Gathering, Razor Beast was Razor Beast back on Cybertron, and Lio Convoy was Lio Convoy, Big was Big, but even then, the pack already had... Well, that's the thing, is the more we take in like the IDW comics, the more difficult that question becomes. So Bubble, it's not so much that he remembers his name as Silverbolt, he names himself Silverbolt, and he reflects on, yes, it's dashing and bold, brave and noble. Quickstrike also names himself then and there. Because we know that when they come out of the pods, their memories aren't intact. Tigatron's memory isn't intact. Airazor isn't intact. Inferno's so fucking fascinating because he's the only one who is able to come out normally without any type of outside interference, but his pod was damaged on re-entry, and then he scanned the fire ants, and then that fucked with his mind. Like, Tarantulas tried to put in the Predacon shell program, but he wasn't able to start. Inferno just came out that way. Quickstrike, same thing. Well, no, because then Quickstrike and Silverbolt, both of their pods were so heavily damaged, that's why they became Fusiliers. That's always an idea I've wanted to do. I want to do a video about like what Shatterglass Beast Wars would be. And one of my big ideas was that Inferno would be exactly the same. He would be exactly the same, but he would be a hero who sucks at being a hero. Like, he desperately wants to do right by the Predacons and to be a noble character, but he is exactly the same as canon Inferno. Like, I always thought that'd be a fun story of someone who legitimately wants to do good, but doesn't have the capacity to understand what good is. And then I would give Inferno Dinobot's sacrifice. So instead of Dinobot dying, it would be Inferno dying, saving the proto-humans. And his final moments would be he finally became a hero. For once, he did right. And he can die knowing that he was a Predacon after all. And like, instead of the hammer, maybe Inferno takes 2 rocks and makes a fire, makes a torch. And boom, Inferno has now taught the humans how to make fire. So, I don't know, I have a few ideas like that for Shatterglass Beast Wars. Someday maybe I'll write a fan fiction, just like JCC and their Captain Kobe. I always know, like, oh, see ya, Gilbert. I always knew, like, I want to model Shatterglass Megatron off of Nathan Drake and have it be that the Predacons are mercenaries and treasure hunters. And then Optimus Primal, I would base personality-wise off of Odin from God of War Ragnarok. Like, have him be a mob boss who... He calls himself Optimus Primal because he's a descendant of Optimus. He wants all this Energon to make himself God. And I thought it would be really cool if Optimus Primal
He has 2 drones built into his back. He doesn't have prime jets. He has 2 missiles he launches out and they turn into bats. And they're called Sonar and Minor. So you work Sonar and Optimus Minor into Shatterglass Optimus Primal that way. You would have like Shatterglass Scorponok being like Sully from whatever Nathan Drake's fucking game is called. I've completely forgotten. Tarantulas would be a vegetarian, obviously. You'd have Rhinox. Okay, Rhinox would act completely the same, but it would be because Primal lobotomized him. That Maximal logo on the side of his head, that's a scar from where Primal dug in there and just cut out the parts of his brain that would make him betray him. Shark, I'm not even kidding. There's a part of me that was like, what happens when I start running out of big characters for the main toys of? It would be kind of cool to like transition the channel into like Beast Wars Shatterglass radio drama. Why the fuck not? That'd be fun. Get some voice actors involved. Shatterglass Rat Trap, I would actually have be like this almost domestic abuser with Dinobot. Because I'd want Dinobot to betray the Predacons and join the Maximals essentially for the sake of getting a plea deal. And Rat Trap would be like the only Maximal that cares for Dinobot, but he kind of holds that over Dinobot's head. Like, hey, I'm just saying, you get rid of me. You think any of the other Maximals are going to care if you show up? Cheetor would very much just be like the Starscream. He wants to usurp Primal. The one I'm really proud of, Shatterglass Silverbolt, the Fusor. He comes out and he has Tigerhawk colors basically. He's like white and purple, but he is he's a religious zealot. And when Primal comes back from the dead, he's convinced that Primal is the second coming of Primus, and he becomes almost like this crusader-esque character. Everything Primal says, it has to be the will of God, and that would be. Shatterglass Silverbolt and Black Arachnia are not a couple. Shatterglass Silverbolt is the Judge Claude Frollo to Black Arachnia's Esmeralda. Black Arachnia, I would very much want to. She would stay a Predacon, but she would have an identity crisis in that she wasn't made to be a Predacon. She was a Maximal and was brought over to the side of the Predacons, so she'd have an identity crisis throughout the show, where essentially she doesn't know if she's on the right side of things. Is she meant to be with the side that she came from? And then eventually I would want like... So instead of Scorponok dying in Season 2, I would have Scorponok falls into the CR chamber, Terrorsaur becomes a Transmetal, and Waspinator goes into the lava. So Waspinator dies. And Scorponok, because he was second in command, he's so guilt-ridden. Between that and between the fact that he just can't keep up with the Transmetals, he would actually step down from active duty, and Black Arachnia would take on the second-in-command role. So Black Arachnia's story is basically going from acceptance into then being put in a leadership position. WJ, that's the thing, right? Waspinator and Shatterglass, he doesn't survive. He was the only surviving Predacon in the main show, so now he's one of the first ones to die. And I would absolutely lean into the idea that Waspinator is like this stoic Terminator-esque character. I wouldn't have Waspinator get blown to bits every episode. I'm trying to think. So, kind of keeping with Inferno, I would want Tigatron to more or less be the same, except he is disgusted by his robot mode, but Primal forces him to be the robot. Like, Tigatron is a tiger. He wants to live with tigers, and Primal... I would very much lean into this idea of identity and being forced to not embrace yourself. You know, Tigatron would be very analogous to someone who is in the community and can't express that. You have your family that like keeps dead naming you, so Tigatron is forced to be Tigatron when he wants to just be a tiger. And eventually, like, the Predacons help him escape. And Air Razor, very similar. she's there because essentially the Maximals have ripped out her spark, and she can't go anywhere without Primal torturing her, kind of like Rampage, kind of like Megatron and Rampage. And eventually they give Airazor her heart back. So they're able, instead of dying, Airazor and Tigatron get to escape. They go and live on the island with the Valk. Depth charge, I mean, he's so easy. He's just, a cruel, corrupt cop who's here to beat his old victim. Rampage, I would write to be more like Transmutate. Like, Rampage is just like a child. JCC, my fan fiction is gold. Your fan fiction is of orange Captain Rex. There's a difference. You and I are not the same. Owen, kinda, because the RID-15 Decepticons got turned into Maximals and Predacons in the Beast Wars Uprising. So they're very much cut from the same cloth. I don't know what I would do with Transmutate, or if I would do anything with Transmutate. That's one of the characters I never got to. Someone asked me what would I do with Terrorsaur. I would lean into the idea of Terrorsaur being very meek. He's very quiet and shy and not at all confident. And then when he becomes a Transmetal, that's when he starts to build up his confidence. But I would basically write Terrorsaur to be a lovable coward. He's like the Scooby-Doo of the group. He will always, in the end, do what needs to be done, but he's going to be kicking and screaming the entire time. And I would have it be where he's the pilot. So it's like he literally just isn't made to fight, the others are. He was meant to fly the ship, and the ship has crashed. I don't think I would include Starscream's Ghost in something like this. Instead of Starscream's Ghost, when Primal takes the Matrix from Optimus, I would have it to where Optimus starts haunting Primal. Like Optimal Optimus, it's a fight for control between Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal. That would be that would be the way I would take a Starscream's Ghost-esque scenario. And in Megatron, so yeah, Beast Wars Ravage. Shatterglass Beast Wars Ravage. I'm not going to do like normal Shatterglass Ravage where he's the kind of Deadpool-esque character. I would have it to where like he's an old freedom fighter, and when he found out what Megatron was doing, him and the Tripredacus generals were trying to send them support. So basically, Ravage was the first one in, but there were supposed to be other Predacons behind him, but they lost the transwarp signature. So I would have Ravage like still be similar, come in at the end of season 2, but he's like this old guard, legendary freedom fighter that no one even knew he was still alive. Like everyone assumed he was dead because the Tri-Press Council had been hiding him from the Maximals. Owen, yeah. As a kid, I never liked Terrorsaur. And at this point, I've grown to really enjoy him in season 1. Same thing with Scorponok. I used to not like Scorponok at all, and now he's one of my favorites. I would have the Tripredacus Council be well-meaning but ineffective. Like, basically, Megatron respects them for helping people, but also knows that they don't have it in them to win the war. So, basically, like a reflection of how Megatron feels about the Tripredacus Council in the normal storyline. Shatterglass Quickstrike's another one that I've not really been sure of. I would have him still be obnoxious, but he's more socially awkward. It's not that he's egotistical, it's a lot more he just wants to be liked. And he mellows out over time. He learns to mask a little bit and become a valued member of the team. No, I wouldn't want to make Quickstrike a badass or anything. I would just want to make him more endearing. Instead of being a loudmouth bully, he's just someone who wants to be liked and he tries a little bit too hard. Very anxious. He'd be very anxious. I'm trying to think, is there any other major... Oh yeah, Dinobot and Dinobot 2. So Cheetor I would have be like a Starscream character. He would be treacherous and duplicitous and always right under Primal's thumb. And eventually you would have Cheetor... I might... Maybe like Optimus Primal doesn't get control of the Ark, but Cheetor does. So the final episodes are just Cheetor going on a rampage with this warship. As for Dinobots, I already said I'd have Dinobot be a coward who immediately sells out the team to try to get a plea deal. And then I would have him give the golden discs over to Megatron. That leads him to being put in the dungeon. I'm going to say that instead of him dying, Primal is just trying to improve transmetal technology for himself and uses Dinobot as his lab rat. So the reason Dinobot 2 is so Frankenstein-esque is because Primal's just grafting shit onto him to see if he can just make his own super soldiers, basically. Because Dinobot's not a transmetal. So maybe that's another reason, like, the Transmetal 2s aren't transmetals in this continuity. They're normal Transformers that Primal is trying to force into being a transmetal. And that explains why they're so monstrous looking. Is there anyone else from the cast? I think I covered everyone. Oh, you would want Transmetal Quick Strike to be switched around being a snake with a scorpion tail? I mean, it's cool. I don't know if I would want to change their designs that much. I would much rather, like, just alter color schemes and things like that. If anything, to me, that sounds more like Shatterglass Corrado. Dinobot's clone. I don't think I would include Dinobot's clone. Because there's no reason why the Predacons would clone him. There's no reason why the Maximals would clone him. Unless, like, Primal from the very onset is just trying to mass-produce soldiers, and Dinobot's always the lab rat. That could work. If it's like they're making a clone army of Dinobots, and you might ask why Dinobot, it's because if we lose Dinobot, it's not a big loss for us. Like, lean into the idea of, like, maximal superiority. I love how you can still see Captain Kobe just, like, staring over Dinobot's shoulder back there. So Lieutenant Winter, I've actually thought about that. I think Armada Cheetor would be good, or either that or just make a new deco, like maybe Night Slash Cheetor from Beast Machines. Put that deco on Transmetal Cheetor, or even if you want, just make the Tri-Predicus Agent color scheme. That's Transmetal 2 Cheetor now. What the fuck is a Commander Cody? I know what Captain Kobe is. That's JCC 2224's OC. He's like a weird yellow Captain Rex that hangs out with Obi-Wan, apparently. Order 66, is that like a new addition to the McDonald's menu? JCC, I don't know what bit. You made up a fucking character. It's cool. It's fine. But like, don't act like it's more than what it is. It's an OC. If I made fucking Bumblefuckulus Prime up, that's an OC. I'm not gonna start telling people that he's one of the 13. Hey, Treebot. Like, okay, Treebot, if I made up a character and called him Bumblefuckulus Prime, do I get to say that he's part of the 13? I don't think so. And now you got JCC saying that Captain Kobe is like a fucking Star Wars character. I don't get it, man. That's kind of cool. Like Prowl, Ironhide, and Silverbolt, when they combine, it's the spark of Optimus Prime in Magnaboss. That's kind of cool. I like that. What the fuck is a Revenge of the Sith? Oh, this was the fucking fan movie that fucking JC made. Galvatron's Revenge, Revenge of the Sith. There's the biblically accurate Captain Kobe. So guys, I just realized we've been doing this for 3 hours. No, Magneto died. He died in the drop test. Oh, God. I do love that idea that eventually Primal would just try to force the Matrix into something else to get Prime out of his fucking head. I'll tell you what, we will go the 4 extra minutes just to say that we did a 3-hour live stream, and then we're tapping out. What the fuck is a George Lucas? Any relation to Martha Lucas, the great editor? Because let me tell you, that Martha Lucas, she could take some dog shit sci-fi and turn it into halfway decent movies. You think Dinobot and Sagat would hang out? Do you think Dinobot and Sagat would kiss? Who tops between Dinobot and Sagat? I think Sagat does. I don't know. I look at the Dinobot Megatron relationship, and I get the distinct impression that I know all too well how that dynamic works. I've watched Star Wars. I watched both the cartoons. I watched Star Wars Droids and Star Wars Ewoks. I've seen all there is to see of Star Wars. It's true, Dinobot loves to smooch. That's canon. Oh, I know who Newt Gunray is. Newt Gunray was the leader of the Trade Federation. He was the viceroy. And in some cartoon, he was voiced by Tom Kenny. Yeah, I know who Newt Gunray is. Come on, he fucking put the blockade around Naboo because Naboo didn't pay their shit. Everyone knows Newt Gunray. Do you like this out of focus shot? Do you like how this is going to be the final shot of the live stream? This out of focus, blurry bullshit. One sec, can I put someone like right in the middle and kind of save it? Nah, nothing's in focus. Nothing's in focus here, motherfuckers. This is it. Five Nights at Dinobots. Here's what I'll say, right? I really like my Five Nights at Freddy's versus the Armada Decepticons. I hate how many people didn't watch the video and just commented, they would obviously step on the pizzeria. In the first 30 seconds of the video, I say, just imagine that the pizzeria is big. Have some fun and whimsy in your life. Here's the most fucked up thing. Everything's out of focus except for Sagat's nipple. Like, Sagat's nipple is coming in clear. That's a powerful nipple. That's the type of nipple that puts the fear of God into a man. What the fuck is a Count Duty? Is that like some fucking bedtime for Bonzo shit? I feel like the Freddy gang would be into Optimus. Like the Freddy gang, the Optimus is too much of a dad. They would just like circle around and listen to bedtime stories. Cyclonus is an asshole. He's gonna try to fight. My favorite My Little Pony character, important. Uh, what's the name of the bitchy one? Is her name Charity? No, it's Rarity. Rarity. That one, because I can remember the name. And Rarity was the element of generousness? Generosity? Yeah, fuck it. I don't know. Was her name Rarity or Charity? She was generous, so now I'm thinking about it. Her name might have been Charity. JCC, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I watched My Little Pony like 10 years ago with my little sister. It was a good cartoon. I remember thinking it was a good cartoon then. I don't fucking remember them. I think I can name the main characters. There was Twilight, Rainbow. Is there one called Pinkie Pie? Pinkie Pie, Rarity, Applejack. I'm missing one. Was there one named Butterfly? No, her name was fucking Fluttershy. There we go. I think that's all 6 of the main characters. And then they had a dragon, whose name was Spike. Okay. And they worked for... Did they work for Queen Celeste? Queen Celestia. Yeah, they worked for Queen Celestia and her evil sister, Nightmare Moon. And there's some motherfucker called Discord. Oh god, JCC's going full Chris Chan. It starts with Captain Kobe, and then it goes into the Gen 5 hatred. Was there a fucking My Little Pony character named Derpy? Am I making that up? Was that a fan character, or was there a fucking canon character who was wall-eyed and named Derpy? Because that sounds real fucking offensive. But I think I could have bought a toy of a character named Derpy. That's not great. That's not great. That's real fucking rough, ain't it? Do I know Ahsoka Tano? Of course I know Ahsoka Tano. She was in the Clone Wars cartoon, and she hung out with all the clone troopers. You know, Captain Rex, Denell, Heavy, Hardcase, Jesse, Kix. She hung out with Fives and Echo. She hung out with Captain Vaughn. She hung out with Goji. She hung out with Hawk. She hung out with all the clones, even, you know, fucking clones like Waxer and Boyle. Even motherfuckers like Ghost Company. Ghost Company who hung out with Obi-Wan, I'm pretty sure. Waxer and Boyle. They kind of had like, maybe like, kind of orangey armor. But yeah, you know, I've seen all of the Clone Wars. I know the clones. But I don't know. I guess now that I'm looking at it, right? Let me turn the light back on. Yeah, Captain Kobe kind of has the same orange as Waxer and Boyle. JCC, is Captain Kobe supposed to hang out with Waxer and Boyle? Was that the plan? Are you just like a big Waxer and Boyle fan? Either that, or I guess it could be Commander Bly. He kind of looks like the 327 Star Corps, I guess. That's definitely Commander Bly's helmet. Oh yeah, that's biblically accurate, Captain Kobe. And then there were like clone commandos like Boss, Scorch, Fixer, Sev, the Bad Batch. You know, I don't even remember their fucking names. Fuck. Tech, Crosshairs, Hunter, Echo, and Wrecker? Is that their fucking names? I think so. There's Commander Wolf and Sinker, Boost, Niner, who was a sergeant. Yeah, no fucking Captain Kobe. There was a Captain Locke and a Commander Doom, Commander Fox, Thyre, Jet, but no fucking Captain Kobe. I can look it up right now if you want me to. I'll fucking look up Captain Kobe right now. He's not on there. I know he's not. Two honorable warriors who were villains. A confused chimera that died. 2 episodes later. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is basically Guardians of the Galaxy when you think about it. These 6 together, that's basically Guardians of the Galaxy. Waspinator's there too. Waspinator's there. Waspinator's like the team pet. Them being named Waxer and Boil because the 2/12 number being the melting point for wax and the boiling point for water is hilarious. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is a 2/12? Waxer and Boyle were part of the 501st. Is that like your thing with Captain Kobe? Does he lead a group called the fucking 2/12? What the fuck? Did you just say like, oh, 501st in half? Oh, actually, the 225th doesn't sound that good. The 2/12 sounds better. JC, you're such a weird fucking guy. You're such a fucking dork. The 2/12. Oh, look out, everyone. The 2/12 are here. 2 bee stings. That's what's worse than 1 bee sting. I forgot Akuma is also still here. He's hiding behind Sagat. I'm tired. I don't know how much longer I can keep up this energy. I think we're going to have to tap out here. Three bee stings. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Get in here. Get the light on him. Get the light on him. Hey, Captain Kobe, with your weird red eye and your shit stain. Kiss the people goodnight. Oh wow, he is tonguing that goddamn camera. What a fucking freak. Jesus. JC, why'd you make such a fucking freak? Oh wow, yeah, that is full-on tongue action against that camera. Okay, Jesus, just go over there. Fuck. Weird fucker. Alright, we're ending the stream. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. It's been fun. We will see what we get up to next time.